So there should be a nice crowd possibly around looking at the stocks. The corporations are so concerned with their stocks. Are we up? Are we down? Who's on top? Who's on bottom? Who's winning? Are you winning, guys? Interesting. I'm surprised Shimetsu's not up here. Usually they're staring at one of the boards trying to figure out how numbers work. Let's check the other side. Wow, I'm surprised. I would expect there to be a crowd of corp people just hanging around the, yeah. Ah, yes. Yes, I am with the union. Of course. I'm sorry, can I help you get a job at Gab? Have you applied? Oh, do you just need an introduction? Okay, sure. I can help you with that. Yeah. Let's go. So why Gab? Oh, I'm Ark. It's nice to meet you. Remy? Excellent. So why Gab? Yes, I'm curious. Oh. Excellent. Well, hopefully... Oh dear. Well, I definitely respect that then. Tradition's important. Mm-hmm. Yes, it is, it's the next chapter in a long book. Hopefully long book. Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah, I mean, there's, possibly... Well, yeah. That is a bonus, yes. And evidently they have... I believe that's yellow. I believe the Union's yellow. No, Traverse is more like a vomit green. No, it's yellow. Yes. Take your glasses off for a moment. And what color is it now? Okay. Well, you just see the world differently than others, and that's a gift. Sure. Yes. At least it's one of the less offensive colors here. It's one of the less offensive colors. Just coming out of the oh, which one's the worst? Gracious. I'd have to say Traverse is the worst. Yes. It's, yes, you say it's yellow, but it's somewhere between a yellow and a green. And it's just, it hurts my brain. Okay. Yes, this is Gab. Yes. Have you, turned in an application already? Sort of. Well, they know your parents, so there should be like a file or something, I assume. Did you ever go to bring your kid to work day? Oh, good. Then you've probably met some of them. That might help. Oh, well, that's not going to help then. Well, let's, hello. Yes. This is Remy, and Remy's looking for a job, and she would like to work with Geb to carry on a family tradition. Well, that's sort of what a chef does, yes? Well, I guess you could say it's a food scientist. Yes. Well, she comes with high marks. Her family has been in the business for generations. So clearly there has to be a spot here for her. Right. Yes. But still, she'll be in the files. Oh dear. Oh. I was on board until you added the "and you can eat it" portion. Yeah. That would be very large. Yeah, if you can't eat it in one sitting, the stuffing would go everywhere because you'd set it down, right? Oh. Yes, gavicles. Though they are. Well, maybe the robots would like to. It's early in the morning. If you don't. Oh. I'm fine with gavicles. It's a very clear marketing and not trying to deceive anyone, right? You wouldn't do that. Right, right. I would like a large cube of gavicles, please. Figuratively speaking. Not really. Some of us appreciate transparency and knowing exactly what's happening. Then others up here like to be clandestine and make things a little difficult to understand. Oh no, I was on my way to work and this young person needed introductions, so. Oh, hopefully no big decisions come up today. Seem to be understaffed. Oh, with no one to make decisions. Hmm. 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 Well, I'm gonna be on my way, so good luck with your They do try to put the word Geb in everything, don't they? Ah, well, I can respect tradition. Ah, corporate loyalty. For food. I see. Okay. Mm. I never understood corporate loyalty. Mm. Oh, sure I can. We can just go through the shuttle here. For the Union? Oh, yeah. I'm on channel 40. Mm. Oh, okay. Mm. I believe the train does go through the Traverse. Yep. Sure. Mm. Oh, you're going to. What are you doing at Masaru? Oh. Well, I have fun saying hi.
If you couldn't dance, what would you do? Suicide?
I, I think I may have been duped.
Suicide?
Sure, Remy, I can help you. I'll meet you at Traverse. I'm just gonna run over there. Rasputia, if you are in, I am currently helping the person that's up here find their way. I will be into the office soon. Mm. Sorry for the wait. I like to walk places. Hmm. So, were your friends not there? That was really quick. Oh, I see. Okay. Of course. Okay. Are they in danger? Yes. This goes to the Nexus, which has the elevators and the train and all the things. Mm-hmm. So are your friends not safe outside of the office? I'm sorry. Okay. Okay, good. Mm-hmm. Right. Okay. Something about your ID? Okay. Um. Oh, you need me to scan my ID? Why do you need me to? You have your own ID. Good morning. Is it? Can I see it? Oh, I see. Hmm. Okay. Um. Maybe we should check with someone from Traverse to see if they can get that updated in their files. You can do it later? Okay, well, I mean, there's plenty to do around town until you do that later. You have to do what? Gotta go to the inner city for things. I see. Well, so you didn't set aside much time for an interview today. Right. Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh, there it is. There you go. Goodbye. Mm. Interesting. Hmm. Hmm. Anyways. Interesting. You know, I hate to say it, I was rather flustered. I didn't even look at the name on the ID. What was I thinking? If there was a Geb logo on her ID. Whatever. She got up here, she got past security, she's fine. Oh, that's right. They said they were at Valkyrie. Are they still there? They're probably still at Valkyrie, aren't they? Great. Well, I think I will go and stand in front of Valkyrie. Because I would like to have Mr. Mr. Muscle, Jin, Otake. Mr. Otake with me when I go to, Masaru. I'm trying to remember which way is the quickest way to. I'm assuming it's on the other side of the building, of course. God, I hate. Why does it have to. Alright, so. Shometsu. There they are. You know, it'd be nice if they had, the offices arranged in the same order in every world hub, but. Trying to get corporations to work together and have some consistency is damn near impossible. Of course. Oh, there are people here. Nice. Good morning. I'm fantastic. How are you? Good, good. So, oh. Well, I'm sorry. It could be better, but I'm happy it's not too bad then. Right. Has the union left? Has the union left? That's the trouble with running everywhere. I much prefer the fresh air, so. No, why would you? I mean, I have no need to take a shuttle. Not easily, no. I mean, not in the physical normal ways. Maybe you would. Or, right. Right, I'm gonna go catch up with, the rest of the union, so. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Right, so, you know, I'm looking at getting some new clothes and some new hardware. So I'm going to fix that third-person camera that I usually have on me. So we can watch me RP run. I don't know why I avoid the strip in the center. There's no one else walking on the bridge. I might as well take the red carpet to myself. I deserve it. Alright, here's hoping they are in the office. Boop. No, oh. That sounds lovely, and there's someone down there I'd like to speak to. I am up in the offices. Should I meet you at Traverse? Ah, alright, then I'll meet you there. traverse. Well, that was interesting. I didn't need to use the shuttle either. Still, don't have to use the shuttle. I have a preference to running. Oh, yes. I have a preference. Mhm. Absolutely. Yes, I'd like to check on Marceline. She had a very concerning message yesterday, but never showed up. So, I need to see what might have postponed her. Oh, I might have done the bad. You ever do something and then realize right afterwards, it's like, fuck, maybe I shouldn't have done that? I I don't know who Olivia's character is. I don't even know if Olivia's a character or if she's a DM. Okay, cool. Well, she looked like she was supposed to be here. She had a Geb ID and a Geb outfit, and her ID was expired or something, so she needed me to scan mine in order for her to get back out of the upper city. So I did my due diligence. I was like, well, maybe we should go into Traverse and see about getting your ID updated. Don't look at me like that. You've done bad things in your life. Sorry? Oh, that's true. Alright. Robot. Ha! Robot! It's the robot! Do you get it? The robot? Oh. Marceline's in the upper city? I should have followed my hunch and gone there. I should have gone there and You don't know that in yeah, you don't know that in character, do you? Okay. All right. Oh well. 'Tis the way of roleplay. Yeah, I already requested. It'll pop up in a moment. There it is. Ready? Okay, let's go. Hello. 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 4. It's custom. Salutations. Oh, that hurts. What is up, my home slices? Or is it my conch slices here? You automatically get your weapon back, so you don't have to spawn a new one. Yep. Nope, it does. It's on your back, and it's also the size of me. Just let go of it. No, it's fine. You're fine. Just yeah. Okay, there you go. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Is Zankyo not here today? Okay. Okay. I understand. Okay. Yeah. Of course. All right. Well, shall we? Yeah. Elevator Plaza. It's so jarring going from sunlight to not. Is it just the buildings, or is there fog or smog or whatever? Not my problem. Wow. Are you going? Otake, are you okay, dear? You probably don't want to eat that off the ground. Oh dear. You can get rather hungry sometimes. Okay, let's go back to the elevators and see what's going on. Yeah, that's a DC. Do you hear shooting? How is it that I can... How can I hear better than anyone else here? I don't understand. I have no modifiers on hearing. It's like maybe a fourth, like 25%? Yes, because, yeah. Oh, I don't have them. They're not under my control. They're just magnetically hanging like a chandelier. If chandeliers used magnets. Okay. I mean, it's always been that way across Season 2 and Season 3 maps. Did you hear... sorry. Okay. This time I was talking, so I'm just losing it. That's fine. Oh, no. I heard myself. Oh, I know where I'm hearing myself, probably. Okay, keep talking. Sorry, I'm listening. Okay. That makes sense. Well, we didn't have to, no. Yes. Okay. Whatever. Yep. All right. Elevator plaza. Right. Okay. Well, air quality shitty. We've established this. Okay. All right. So. Okay. Hmm. Right. I guess the rest of. Exactly. Well, the wasteland's sort of outside of the city. It's not really under the city. Oh, yeah. So were you wanting to see Coach first, or to grab something to eat first? Oh, you're just here to eat. Oh, you said Coach's row. I understand. As opposed to the other rows. This makes sense to me now. Okay. Mm-hmm. Well, yeah. I think it's also probably the closest to the offices, so that's convenient. Alright, I'm gonna go this side. Don't worry about it. I do not. All I heard was not your name. Oh. Well, we're on our way to get something to eat. Is it? I was gonna say, invite them to lunch or breakfast. Yes. Why don't we all go to breakfast? Yes. Yeah. Hmm. Where is the... You could get a burrito to go with your tea. No. At that point, you will only be a coworker and no longer a friend. That's true. I mean, the tea shop would be much preferable to some place where the homeless sleep, so. Plus, we wouldn't want to get in their way. Right. The homeless, yes. Well, of course. But I mean... Mm-hmm. Oh my, I just had a very weird reaction to that because I heard the da part. And I was happy that it ended in dash. Yes. I guess it wouldn't be... I was going to say, it wouldn't be completely out of place for a thank you, Dad, if that was your father. Just not something you normally hear. Ah, I see. Well, the universe is a very big place. Oh my god. He did order more items than he has hands. Naughty. Thank you, Ben. I fixed it. I
Yep.
I would say that is the least impressive thing I've seen him do with food. Shall we? You're. Oh no, I'm fine.
Yes, there is a table for 5 reserved at the tea house if you would like to follow me.
Okay then.
Oh my. The bonitis is striking more frequently, it seems. And there he goes.
Could be street yoga. You don't want to be caught off guard with cramps.
Should we head back and look
In a
for
compromised position, period.
Well, that's true. Yes. And in a public area.
Hello, we're here.
I got the big room in the back. I'll reserve.
Oh, perfect.
Thank you.
Thank you.
After you.
Hello.
Hello. Oh, I'm going to get tea. Hello.
What can we get started for you?
Do you have a green tea?
We do.
I would like one of those, please.
You got it. Anyone else want anything? We got an oolong, we got a green, we got a mint.
He's going to ask if you have any kind of food. Oh,
Mint? We don't got food, but we do.
okay.
Got delicious mint tea. So there's the green. And these are gonna be 200 credits each. And so it was 2 mints.
Is this being expensed or not?
Can I also have a plate of mochi?
It's a business
Sure.
meeting now, so okay.
Unfortunately, we don't have any mochi
Yes,
right now. Sorry about that. But if you check back into the time, maybe. It's just we haven't been able to get a hand on any good ingredients lately. And my Cynthia usually takes care of that stuff. She's down getting operated on.
I will take a phone. And I will be paying for myself, him, and the other program.
It's just. I mean, at first I checked your hair, if it was purple or not, because I was trying to figure out what was happening. Hello, Rhapsodia. Rhapsodia, what is my name, dear?
I mean,
Welcome to the JT house.
Arkfeist?
Okay, just making sure.
Oh shit, you know I completely forgot to know what this is.
alright, what can I do for you? Sorry for all the gunshots. It's right beside the training range, I guess.
Oh,
So.
I thought it was just the row.
And obviously I'm a medic, so if suddenly I get a medic call, there's 2 medics up there, but I might have to go running, depending. But
Always on duty.
that's the thing. I'm the EMT ambulance driver, basically. So yeah, pretty much.
You must be on call all the time then.
It's also well, that's also why we were trying to have a meeting with you guys at the top was because, well, the previous owner of the clinic has been missing for about 6 months now, and
Oh,
they weren't declared dead or anything, so we don't know who owns the clinic right now, because they own the clinic, but then there's the will, and apparently you guys would be involved in potentially the will, or the bank would be.
mm-hmm.
So I wanted to speak with you guys, whether you
Just
guys
don't
would be the
know
ones
where
to
ownership
figure out who owns.
Which there's
Yeah, because if it's involving the will,
Email
then but if it's the bank here that we got to deal with. But if you guys can point us in the right direction, at least that would help. 'Cause there's the bank down here, but they're hard to get a hold of too. Because we don't know will kicked in after 6 months because they're not dead.
This was the clinic in the Undercity, correct?
They're going to the row here, actually, right up the way. Universe owned it for the longest time. The problem is she went missing as well as her daughter a couple of months ago. So
If it is, the clinic here, I suppose that would be, you should talk to the bank here.
think so. Okay. Because Avalon's right now trying to determine who owns the bank, and then
Well, that
Traverse wants to purchase it, so I'm in a weird position right now. Because I'm the only person that's still around for the clinic. So okay, well, if that's what you advise, I'll try to
purchase the bank.
no,
from Avalon. They want to purchase the clinic.
right.
If I don't end up owning it and Avalon owns it, it's this weird
Mhm.
situation. But because I work with Traverse, but if I'm now the owner via the will, they'd rather own it themselves and make me the owner through that. And I don't know. It's a bunch of contract stuff that I'm not too privy with, but that's what they would be comfortable with. So
I supposedly could look it up, but I feel like Coach or his assistant would have better access to those files readily.
gotcha.
Right. It would be under their
Awesome, okay.
jurisdiction.
So.
Yes.
Jimothy is his name, I believe.
He's the only one that I've seen
Yes.
around. The mayor is just in and out. I never see him anymore.
He was here. Well, he was around yesterday, but I don't know if he was around here yesterday.
Gotcha.
I've been able to
Where
regularly
did
meet
my
with
tea
him.
go? Okay, because it disappeared into the ether.
Okay, well, I'll do my best to find him
I do
today.
have
So
a
that's my
potion
objective.
If anybody would like some. The green tea.
Fine. Thank you, though.
I'm going to withhold and only
Well-
take one.
When we were passing the bank, they were just opening.
Sadly, that's just the bank, like the teller and stuff.
Ah, I see.
Pull in and out money.
Mm.
I need to talk to someone high enough to be able to open up the lockbox to check a will
I
and
see.
other stuff and records like that.
Right.
So,
Mm.
fair enough.
Yes.
Ah.
Also,
So. Okay.
do you know when Alec will be available by chance?
He's having meetings. If you try and phone, he should be able to see you today.
I do know we stopped by the Traverse building.
Okay, I was getting
a little
worried there for a
earlier,
moment.
and the guard there didn't get a response
Um,
on the radio.
Yes, unfortunately.
when the voices
there
break
was
out,
some
it means I'm usually about to
morning.
get
It should be
disconnected.
right now.
The real zone is here. Thank you for the follow.
Would you like me
And
to,
Ben, thank you for the bit.
call him?
I don't know why my notifications are not coming through either.
If you can,
Oh dear.
that would be appreciated.
If you're still here, did it pop up on the screen? Well, is the clinic still operating though, without any ownership?
Yes, it is currently still operating.
Okay.
I've basically been running it, but there's we did get two known doctors, Dr. Pulse and Dr. Barkus.
Mm-hmm.
However, Dr. Barkus hasn't been showing up to work in the last few days, so
Oh dear.
might have some problems there.
Mm.
And currently, we have our medic from up at Traverse helping us, BB, our synthetic.
Mm-hmm.
She's currently helping us there at the moment for at least a moment until I'm
Right.
busy. Because once I'm done with this, I can start being back at the clinic. 'Cause,
Mhm.
right now, having one medic on duty, you never know what's going to happen. So,
I'm
not
sure
the
it's very
greatest.
stressful.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
well,
Never a good sign.
You never know.
When the clinic is low staffed.
but with that, I did get a page from them. They need me to check some lab results. But thank you guys for the meal.
Of course.
Nice meeting y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Of course.
If you ever need any help down here, call Channel 19 Spacer. We'll be there to pick you up, and we'll take care of you.
All right.
Understood. Thank you.
Oh,
All right. Oh yeah, I'm gonna go check the bank again as well.
I'm assuming we bust our own tables here.
I know that my cup seems to have disappeared.
Oh,
Yeah, let's see if they happen to mine as well.
I'll see if there's a trash can. I'll save you the trip, dear.
Trash can, we got one right over
Oh,
there.
excellent. I'll save you 2 trips.
Thank you.
What is happening?
Have a good day. We will be speaking with Alec when we get back up.
Don't remember who Alec is. Sorry.
Alec.
Traverse.
Alec Myth?
Ah, from Traverse.
The-
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Oh, yes. Mm.
Hi, boss.
Is there enough time for us to check on Miss Marceline, or do we need to head up there post haste?
If
The sooner the better.
I
if
suppose-
he's
Alright.
not on a tight
Post
schedule.
haste.
you can check on Marceline, and the two of us will head up.
Okay.
there.
And I'll join you very shortly. I would like to be present for at least some of that.
Thank you for the tea.
You got it. Thanks for coming, y'all.
Have a good one. You guys are from the GU, yeah? Wasn't Marceline staying with you guys? That's what she told last night.
No?
We haven't seen her all day yesterday.
She was supposed to meet with us yesterday, but we haven't heard from her.
Who did you hear from that she would be with us?
She messaged us.
She
Me
messaged.
specifically.
Interesting.
This was last night, during the night,
During the night.
that she was staying at the Union Tower.
Interesting.
Not that we're aware.
Do you know if she had any other business in the upper city other than meeting with the GU?
Not that I'm aware of.
That's interesting.
That is strange.
Yes. Would you happen to know any way to try to find her? Is there a way to, like, find her phone or anything?
Not the ways that I can do it.
Okay.
You guys not have her contact information? 'Cause I thought she works for you guys.
We might be able to look it up.
Okay. Well, I guess I'm going to head straight up to the upper city with you, and then we're going to figure out how to find her contact information.
Yes.
Okay. Yes, I will have someone look at the computers. Whenever I talk to the computer, it breaks.
Right.
I don't understand this. I believe it's quicker to go this way. And less dark?
Anything else I can get you?
Which way?
I believe we're on this way, yes? Oh no, I am turned backwards. Never mind, you're absolutely 100% correct. I find myself in this awkward position.
Not that hard to figure out where things are.
That's true. Mhm. Speaking of looking up Marceline's information, that reminds me, someone asked that I look up some background information on another person to vet them. So, when we get back to the office, I'd like to see if we can get one of the office workers working on that.
I suppose that is
FYI,
reasonable.
after this business with Traverse is settled and this Marceline situation is figured out, I might head over to the Undercity.
Okay. I did send a message over to Masaru late last night for a meeting. So before you head to the row or the Undercity, if they have not messaged us, could you come with me again to go check to see if they'd be willing to see me?
Sure.
Assuming
Better not fucking skip on us a fourth time.
I'm not going to make any conclusions. Beep boop.
Oh, she went in without. Okay, I guess we're going without scanning our ideas. Okay.
Oh,
Skip that part.
they're wireless, right? I've never set the alarm off before, so maybe I should start doing that so I don't set off the alarm.
But it already happened. Whatever.
Okay. Well, if the police are following us, they're following us. Oh no! Well, we're halfway there.
The plot thickens.
Yes, I love thick
Thank
plots.
you, Leroy.
All right. Oh yeah, corp bot.
If he wasn't there at the exact time.
This is why I love roleplay, because things like that can happen.
Yeah, and I'm happy that I got cut close to the building so I could hear the y'all are with the GU, right? Oh, this sounds spicy.
So fucking zoom back like, what do you say?
Well, it's one of my perks of being me. I can zoom. Oh, it's our Valkyrie friends.
What do you mean?
It's not Valkyrie.
You know, it's gonna be hilarious if I get killed because I keep miscorping Shimetsu.
But at this rate.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. Right.
I'm just sitting here.
I'm just joking. Well, half joking, half not, because she's probably gonna continue to do that. It's not you. It's my character. I'm so sorry.
Being eaten alive by zombies, and I was the only person who went back to save your ass. That was fun.
That was fun. But if people had just listened to me.
Next time, you know.
Oh no. Alright. Excuse me.
It's all good.
Shall we get this going since we're all here?
Yeah,
I
2%.
believe
Alright, to traverse?
With the frames.
No, the traverse.
Traverse.
Oh,
got out of
right,
the-
shit, right.
For your convenience, I'll take the shuttle with you.
That is probably best.
Yes. How? How? Do you not know how to follow the signs? There's a sign that says entrance, there's a sign that says exit. Is it the letters or the words that are complicating?
We all come out that one out that
Out
way.
of character, we should have pressed the
That's-
we should have pressed the other button.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Alright.
Right now.
Yeah, okay.
We're dropping it.
Wait, we're going to traverse.
No, we're going to the tower.
Oh, that the tower? Okay.
Is at the tower.
I see.
God damn.
Ah, yes. I didn't realize they were waiting for us at the tower.
Yes, that is what. Oh yes,
Reading.
Apologies to keep you waiting, dear.
Hello, Alec.
Give me 1 second. I have a call in the radio. Really important. Just 1 second.
Okay then.
Should I go upstairs and get someone to look up Marceline's number while y'all are getting together?
Yeah, not
Mm.
waste
Are
time.
you gonna be office side or?
Doesn't the computer not work with you?
I'll do it. You can't.
Are you meeting office side or meeting room side?
Office.
Okay. Let's go. Thank you. You don't close it behind you. Head of security.
It automatically closes.
It's not closed yet.
Automatically closes. I know how the system works.
Yes, alright.
I could close it faster if I wanted to.
I like the chill music. Hey, Nightbot. Oh, thank you, Ben. Yes. Absolutely, please let me know.
I'm just gonna use this computer.
That
'cause
works.
Sure, this is my office now.
Yes, I think this is yours. Sinon has that office, and mine's the first on the right.
And the governor's is all the way at the
Mhm.
end over there.
Yes, the fancy one.
Yeah. No, no. Well, no, the one at the end over there. The fancy one, apparently, Mr. Goldman.
Oh, okay. Did you ping on the computer, or do you need me to do it?
I'm doing that. Right.
Okay. I'm digging the chillaxing music. It's very nice.
We are looking up the contact information for the employee.
GU, Marceline? We would like to call Marceline directly on her phone. We're concerned.
Is Marceline a GU member?
Yes, evidently.
Technically, yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you can do that.
How?
Would you like to send her a message?
Well, we'd like to call her. Does she answer her
Yes.
phone?
If she does that, I'd have to walk all the way there and then come back and then go there and then come back.
Oh, yeah,
Like,
let's not make you do your job. Okay.
message, Or you can physically call her on like the radio.
We
or something,
are
I don't know.
concerned because she was supposed to come yesterday and she never came. Also, apparently there's been misinformation that she is supposedly staying with us right now when she clearly isn't.
Right.
So
Okay.
Do we have any?
Yeah, do you want to send her a message and just be like, hey, can you contact the GU as soon as possible or something like that?
yeah, and then she
Yes.
could possibly just like, come with GUU comms
Yep.
and Discord.
What's GU comms over here? again?
40.
Okay.
So yeah, so business matter, contact GU immediately.
Yeah. No worries.
Thank you. All right. All right. Sorry.
Renting the place and you are co-owner.
So, what was available then?
Every. I'm pretty sure housings are available too.
Interesting.
I'm sorry, I missed the
Now,
first portion.
Wasn't there? Supposedly, instead of actual purchase, it is more like renting.
Oh, so they're leasing out portions of.
The. If you understand what I mean. All the places.
Oh. Either way, at the very least, there was a cafe down in the Knowledge District, correct?
I apologize, but I have purchased everything in the For Knowledge District.
So you've purchased the knowledge
The-
district for yourself. For Traverse.
Well, yeah, I
Oh.
was interested in that.
I see.
Yes.
Were you not going to possibly hand anything over that wasn't needed? I believe that's what you said yesterday. If we wish
Still like all
to.
the things.
So I'm a little confused here because albeit I've played third party to this arrangement so far, but it seems as though the parameters around what you've agreed to keep changing.
I don't believe so.
Well,
We got
what I
told
remember.
It was a sale. When we arrived, I asked more and it was a rent.
Mhm.
But then I asked
So they set up an entire tour of a city to make business arrangements.
The tour was to show up.
Sorry.
Yeah, the tour was to show every place around.
Right. And they.
To the other corporations, so the corporations will know if they're interested in something.
Oh, I see. Okay. It's a very unorganized way to run things. Interesting.
But
It is.
Mm-hmm.
so, if I remember correctly, you said you were going to purchase the knowledge district and then potentially sell pieces to us that you didn't need.
Well, what I said it was like I was gonna try to get everything on the knowledge district, and if you wanted something, I could resell it to you if you have the money for it. Absolutely. Not on the knowledge district. I apologize. Well, I'm okay with handing you maybe some of that, but I prefer it if it's somewhere else.
Well, speaking in
Your
contradictions
understanding was
seems
incorrect.
right. Well, I mean, what you're saying right now, Mr. Alec, is contradictions. I mean, well, no, you. Well, yeah.
I misunderstood.
Okay.
I expressed my interest in purchasing the things in the places in the knowledge district.
Right. And that first discussion was for us to obtain portions of it from you, for a fee and a profit to you, of course. Oh, I understand.
He seems to be on the radio.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in the middle of a meeting at the moment. Can you tell them to, if they're free, they can go back to their place and I'll go and talk to them in a second. Thank you very much.
Right, you
Sorry, what were you saying?
you had just said previously that the discussion was purchasing portions of the knowledge district and then selling portions of the knowledge district to us, but then you went back on that and you said, well, no, I feel like keeping it all.
No,
And then you switched back and said, I would
interested in
strongly feel.
what I was meaning when I had the meeting with you and Honeycomb.
Mm.
Well, not you, the other
Mm,
person named Honeycomb. Was that if you were interested in anything, you can let me know and I can purchase it and resell it to you. And I expressed my interest in buying a knowledge district, just to let you know that I was interested in buying that. It's not that
So-
I was expecting to sell you parts of the knowledge district.
This does seem to be a misunderstanding at this point.
Mm-hmm.
But if I remember correctly, you said you would.
Go ahead.
I do remember you mentioning selling bits you didn't need. I do remember you mentioning not needing parts. Well,
I'm very sorry that there's some kind of flux happening on the table and I'm not hearing anything from the other side. It's very
and,
weird.
I just. Marcelina's on the radio now?
Shoot, I did not get on the radio. I'll get with.
You guys continue with it. Yes, we were just inquiring on the fact of where your current position is.
I'm gonna go
you
see if
contacted
I can
us
help with
yesterday
this
saying you were coming
situation.
back.
This is
No, I did.
complicated.
I
Right,
will as soon as I'm done. Got a lot to talk about.
Very well. Can we expect you today then?
Yep.
Understood.
Getting off the radio.
As you clearly know, I hate technology, so I had not turned my radio on. What did I miss?
So she's indeed here.
Mm-hmm.
She said she clearly hasn't come here. She's planning to come here today to apparently explain a lot because a lot has happened.
Okay. And she hasn't said where she is currently?
No, if I had to take a wild guess, we talk out loud when we go on the radio.
Am I on the radio right now? Oh, I see
No,
what
you're
you're
not.
saying. I see you. Okay.
Yeah, that's...
So you think she might be under duress right now?
Well, if she was, she wouldn't be able to freely come to us, so...
Or it could just be mixed
Freely
company.
able to move.
True. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Whatever, something definitely happened if
Okay.
she has a lot to talk about.
All right. Well, I'm going to go back over there and I'm going to look annoyed, as I usually do. This traverse dealing is a complete fucking nightmare.
Have better ears, I heard. I heard it all from the office.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, I'm going to go and be present. Thank you for getting in contact with Marceline.
Yes, you do. Our governor is still new at this.
Mm-hmm. Very. It's all right.
No.
I'm still
I do
having.
remember there being a tavern. So
I'm so sorry.
It's seeming like all shops are for sale as opposed to specific areas.
Okay.
Residencies are not are not available, I believe.
Sure. If you give me a moment, I can go and try to wash my ears out real quick and be right back, because I don't want to disrespect you and seem like I'm ignoring you, so give me a moment. Oh, that's really frickin' weird. Have you ever had it where you can only hear like one person but you can't hear another person?
Kind of, yeah.
Okay. See, like, you're perfectly clear, but Alex was like coming in and out, and then now I can't hear anything. But like all his movement and stuff is real time, so I'm just gonna rejoin the world. Bye.
Yeah.
All right. Good evening, everyone. That's really weird. I've never seen that before. So I'm going to go ahead and go to the loading screen. Can you hear me? Yes, you can hear me. Good. I don't need to pull up my mirror. I just need to request off the corp bot again. Request invite. Send request. All right. Oh dear. So, the plot thickens. Hey, there's a plot now. Fantastic. So Miss Marceline is in a heap of poo-poo. And Traverse has drawn my ire. I am not enjoying this wiggly-waggly on the contract making. There will be discussions about that. I hate this, that I am here to consult on magic. I'm not here to consult on how to do business. But I think I am going to have a serious conversation with Mr. Rhapsodia. Alright, I'm gonna grab some nachos real quick. And we're back. Can you say something, please?
Yes.
You are
what
amazing.
do
Thank you. It's very weird. Where are you running off to? Hello.
He has requested a private conversation.
Cool. Well, shall we go talk to Masaru while we have the time?
Yes, as they're about to meet with Masaru after this.
Oh,
let's
well,
beat him to it.
Let's beat them to it, yes.
I guess I'll meet you there.
Okay. Yes, I'm gonna start playing the character true to herself. The shuttles are a little bit too technology for her. See, it does not take that long.
It took exactly 10 seconds longer.
10 seconds! Greetings! Hello, lovely Masaru guard. We are here to meet with Masaru, please, to make introductions. We're with the Galactic Union.
Want me to contact them?
Or I could ring the doorbell. Ah, yeah.
I'll contact them.
Thank you.
We have Galactic Union representatives outside of Masaru Gate. Make introductions.
Ark is starting to become a real
Busy
bitch.
day, so they might get occupied. So we'll see. I don't know.
It's like it's always a busy day for Masaru.
Either that or they're on vacation and not here.
It's been quite busy. We've had every corporation but Avalon show up.
Oh. So, you're saying including us, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yes.
People inside, I think, are just trying to figure it out.
Understood. I will wait for you to finish that up then.
I'll contact you when we're done. You still not on the radio?
I just got back on. When I went to go clean out my ears, I turned my radio off because I set it down. You know how I am with the radio.
Yes.
You know, there's a thing called spirit talking. Well, I guess you're not very magical, are you?
As far as I'm aware.
Okay. Never mind. There's other ways of communicating than radios, which are just really not dependable.
Oh, it's her again.
Hello.
Hello.
Greetings
Hi.
again.
Nice to see you again.
You two have met.
How you doing? Yeah, briefly.
Yeah, down the Undercity when that situation was happening.
Oh, I see. Yes.
Yeah, in more chaotic circumstances.
Mhm.
Definitely more chaotic
Indeed.
circumstances.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, I am
How
Archvice.
can we help
So,
you guys today?
sorry.
Oh, it's nice to meet you.
Yes.
Sorry, my name is Emily.
Emily, pleasure. Has my not reputation, but do you know why I'm here?
Potentially because of did Calliope ask you to come here by any chance, or
Well, I assume she would.
because I personally wasn't.
Mhm.
Okay, well,
Right.
I can quickly
Mhm.
run upstairs or send her a message
Mhm.
and just be like, hey,
Sure. I'm Archvice.
all
I'm
gathering here. Yeah?
the magical consultant to the Galactic Union. So I was coming here to make my introductions.
Perfect.
Mhm.
Perfect, that is amazing. Thank you so
Mhm.
much.
Of
I
course.
will need to buzz upstairs anyway to talk to her real quick.
Mhm.
If you don't mind waiting 5 minutes here.
Oh, we've waited
5
days, so we're
minutes,
good.
7 minutes
Mhm.
tops.
Mhm.
I'm so sorry for. I'm sorry. It's been just really hectic
Mm.
this morning. But
I
I'm gonna
understand.
make sure that she knows and I'll let you know what's happening, okay?
Okay. Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you. I'll be right back.
Mm-hmm.
So is it the eyes?
But mine are hers.
Oh no, maybe it does go both ways.
I don't know what you're implying, Arg.
Oh, I'm implying that usually you somewhat stumble over words, but this time it was more of like tumbling.
Ha ha ha, very funny.
Yes, you are besmitten with dear Emily.
She seems nice, that's about it.
Oh, okay. Just nice, I see. So who's Monster been meeting with today? Since it's been so busy.
Like I said, everyone but Avalon. I've been tracking him.
Ah, I see.
Lots of high-ranking people too. Had one person get a little bit uppity at me, saying, "Should I wait outside like a peasant?" And,
Oh dear.
it was only a little.
Hello, has someone already handled you guys by any chance?
Yes, Miss Emily was by. And Emily said she was going to hop up to Miss Callipy's office. Oh, and here she's returning.
Speak of the devil, they shall rise.
This does sound complicated.
It's always complicated.
Mm-hmm.
I will set them free. Definitely, they're not even gonna be able to find the contract, definitely because the person who they're gonna be dealing with that is not even alive today. They're probably sleeping.
Then I'm just gonna escort them upstairs. Alright.
Mm.
You wanna follow me?
Yes, please.
And before you guys go any further, I will have to disarm you. Do you have any
I'm
weapons?
sorry.
Do I have a weapon on me? Or did I forget it again?
I think you left your rifle.
I forgot it
You
again.
left your rifle in your room.
Right.
That's
It
why
appears
I'm
though
here.
you have a massive assault rifle.
Yep.
I wish I had
Try
one
not.
like that. Oh, do you need a hand?
Man.
Oh, you're so strong. You're so strong.
Or a forklift, or a. Yes.
You wanna follow me?
Oh, weapon too.
Oh.
Well, you're the one asking for weapons, dear. I mean, if you can keep the Akoba, I'd love him to keep the Akoba. Okay, never mind. Alright.
Same warning I gave back to.
Yes.
You're doing amazing.
The other.
Doing my
Same.
best.
Mm.
Yeah, just don't scratch my baby.
Never mind.
I'm sorry that you had to wait for so long today.
We just, I'm assuming, had the worst of luck.
It was just a really, really stressful morning today, I do gotta say.
And yesterday was very busy, and I'm sure the day before there was a lot of planning.
Oh god, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Did you go in the city as well yesterday?
No, I did not.
Oh. You should check it out at some point. It's really nice.
Well, it's actually one of the reasons why I'm here. There's been, discussion that, the Galactic Union may not be welcome down there.
Oh. I'm sorry. I'm normally not filled in with discussions like that, so I wouldn't know.
Hmm.
I'm sorry.
I see. Well. That's why I'm
Today
here.
I'm more of a secretary. I'm just running back and forth.
Hmm. What do you normally do here?
Doing the exact same thing, running back and forth and hoping that I'm helping.
I see. I see.
Well, so far you've been doing an excellent job.
Yes.
So there's that.
That's really kind. Thank you.
It's the furthest we've made it
Just
so
this way, please.
Yeah. Thank you.
Have our guests.
Hello. Wonderful to meet you. Let's, would you prefer a private conversation or would you care to join us in the meeting room?
I mean, who all's here? Is this all Masaru?
Yes, which is another reason I'm happy you're here. I have to get some IDs updated, which I know goes through you.
Yes.
File the paperwork while you're here.
Yeah, in front of everyone's fine. Not in front of, but I mean with everyone's fine.
Great. Yeah, sure. Let's go inside then. More chairs.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys want me to bring coffee?
That would be lovely, Emily. Thank you.
Sounds good. Make yourself at home, grab the comfy chairs. The ones on the right are more comfy than the ones on the left.
Understood. Thank you.
I'll take the left then.
That's okay.
I'm curious about your prosthetics.
Oh, my prosthetics. Well, they're not necessarily prosthetics.
Sorry, it's my profession, so I'm always interested.
Oh, yeah, then
what the heck?
sadly it's not going to be very interesting to you then. It's just metal.
Doesn't mean anything. This
No,
is intriguing.
there's-
I'm sorry,
Nothing technological about it. It's very down to earth kind of stuff. I mean, at one point, I'm sure it had some additional features and did things with motors and whatnot, but I'm able to just move everything just fine without it. Ah, yes.
Sorry.
Your
bad
boss is
brain.
busy. You're fine.
Always busy, but don't worry about it. If you are here, you have my undivided attention.
Excellent.
So,
Well, I'm sure you already know that I'm Miss Arkweist and what I'm doing here. I'm sure that's preceded me.
right.
Yes. Formal introduction, right. So I'm the magical consultant to the Galactic Union. Basically helping them with any kind of magical concerns, any kind of questions that may come up about magical happenings or people with their magical skills. And this is Otake Jin. He's just here accompanying me so that, you know.
Also security.
Come as a group. Oh, yeah. And he does security too. But, the package? Oh, the package deal. Oh, it's not a package deal. It's just more of a convenience. But, So, introductions?
Yes, sorry. Of course, I am Calliope, the head of Masaru on this planet. Here with me, I have Maya, Marceline, Ashlyn, and Emily, our lovely everything. She's just doing everything for me today, so I appreciate you, Emily.
Even 2 sugars. How do you know?
There are more of us. I'm sure you've seen our hulking red bundle of joy.
Yes, the punch-prone...
Had very interesting interactions with him so far.
He's, you know, he's like the big brother. He's tough on the outside to everybody just because we have to keep up the appearance. But he's
Oh, of course. Thank you.
He heads recovery of magical artifacts. So if you learn of anything that is dangerous or interesting in general, and it is in a spot that is too dangerous for you personally to retrieve, we have assets for that.
Of course.
Yeah, anything magic related you guys need, feel free to bring to us. I will always make time for you.
Excellent. I completely understand, and this is not the first planet that I've been on, helping out the Galactic Union. So I've dealt with other locations of Masaru, other branches. So there's some familiarity there. I did have one point of order though that seems to keep coming up that no one can fully answer for me. There seems to be a global understanding that the Galactic Union does not appear to be welcomed in the Undercity. But whenever I press and say, well, who has made this decree, no one knows exactly who has set this precedence. So I was wondering if I could get that cleared out.
I can clear this up for you, absolutely. I would be happy to. This comes in regard to the director of the Undercity. It's okay, don't worry about it.
Oh, I'd love history. Maybe later.
Right. So this comes, what I believe comes from the sentiment of our Undercity director, who has a negative opinion of Union because a little over a year ago, there was a Union employee we suspected of detonating charges illegally in the Undercity. I never personally confirmed this. We confronted him about it, and he denied the accusations, of course. I didn't do anything, I don't have definitive proof, so I let him go, naturally. He very shortly after died, I guess, in some sort of public execution.
Oh.
And I think it just left a bad taste in the mouth of the Undercity director, who I believe her stance is that there are to be no Galactic Union employed as within like the mayor's office in the running of the Undercity. But by no means are you barred from entering the Undercity.
Oh, good.
Communicating with its denizens, If you have business there, I prefer you speak with us directly about it. I'm okay with most things you'll want to do there. I just like to be kept in the loop.
So you are claiming ownership of the Undercity, is that correct?
Yes, that is correct.
Oh.
As of slightly over a year ago, we determined through excessive experience that the Undercity was incapable of governing itself. They were a danger to themselves and the magic down there, so in the interest of preserving lives and the magic, we have taken everything.
So you're claiming to the natural resources, the assets, the physical assets, and the people?
Yes.
Interesting. Okay. Well.
Those who are already under corporate contracts are free to continue carrying those out. We have been working with other corporations to reintroduce more civility into the Undercity. If the Union is interested in being involved in something like that, I am happy to work out a deal to lease land. To be noted, I am not selling anything. We are determined to keep corporate sovereignty down there.
I see.
But I am more than happy to give you some breathing room to work down there if you'd like.
I see. So the just to double check, the motivation was that the Undercity was an unsafe place, and you basically declared martial law and took it over.
Yes.
I see. Okay. Interesting. Well, it's good to know that we can go down there and that we're not going to be, shot on sight, which would be rather unpleasant.
No, of course. If anybody does harass you down there, please bring it directly to me, and I will take care of it.
Excellent. Well, there was one situation of one of your employees harassing one of ours in the row. Were you made aware of that?
Yeah.
Okay, so I assume you've handled that.
Who?
Oh, you.
Sorry, which employee was harassed?
Our employee?
Oh, Timothy.
Yes, Timothy was punched in the face.
Oh, I see.
Yes, by a large, purple, scaled fist.
We all have the same reaction,
If I may, Jimothy typically eggs on a lot of these responses. I've watched him egg on responses to get decked by Conk and others before.
And people just don't make the choice to walk away?
Doing it or not, it's Thoreau. bunch of people who have better things to do with their lives than, be civil, unfortunately.
Fair. That is fair.
Well, it's a dog-eat-dog world, after all.
Considering he is your employee, and if you would like him to remain safe, I am willing to take this situation, firm handshake, tell Jimothy not to mess with Cornelius, I'll tell Cornelius not to mess with Jimothy, and then we can,
put this behind us. Excellent. Good. Well, that seems fair, because Jimothy seems to be rather important, being one of the few loan managers or whatever he does in the bank down there. I don't know.
I see. Alright.
But, yes.
I will stress the importance of not damaging your assets.
Excellent. And I'll have a discussion with Jimothy, and hopefully that will go civilly. But
Hey, get ready for a bunch of stampering and eyes.
Okay. I can be a patient person. Trying to think if there's anything else I wanted to go over. I mean, the Undercity was the main concern that I had, and I've got a firm understanding of that now.
Yes.
Otaki, can you think of anything that I had mentioned that I wanted to discuss?
Nothing for you, I believe.
Okay. All right.
One thing
Well,
I did want to bring back, the Jimmy situation.
we just settled that.
Shortly.
Feel free. I mean, no, if you have concerns, feel free to listen.
Well, I did bring this up to your big brother once, and he... And I'm gonna be bluntly, he told me he didn't give a shit, and that if I brought this up to you, you would tell me that I can go fuck myself. To be quote of the quote.
Well, you can go fuck yourself. There, I fulfilled my end of the contract.
Otake, if you had not informed...
Prophecy is fulfilled. You really are a magical bunch.
I'm sorry, if he had mentioned this to me earlier, I would have let him opened with that, because that would have been much more entertaining than the, please don't shoot us. Mm-hmm.
Right. No, that's,
Mm-hmm.
that's okay. I think there has been a long history of poor interactions with the Union.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to start this year off with some good ones. So hopefully this steps us in the right direction.
Absolutely, and that's one of the benefits of having me.
Being one the newest for Upper City, I would like to do this as well. As is, I do not want people that I have never met that have already pissed off to fucking bring me down.
Right. Of course.
Right. Well, as I was saying, that's the benefit of having me here. Is that I can help with those interactions, because the Union normally is not very good with handling concerns with magic. Yes, they seem to have a very black and white view of it most of the time. So, excellent. Well, I believe that's all I have. So.
Pending some discussions, I will contact you about a potential development that we can involve you in that I think would be beneficial.
Yes, please.
That is a very vague. I'm sorry, but I don't want to speak too soon on anything. So,
well,
look forward to hearing from me again soon. I assume
I
it's
do.
okay that I contact you directly.
Yes. Yes. I can see if I can get you an email address, or if you could send messages over. That's also very.
Do you know how to bind spirits and send those? Because that is my preferred method of communication. If you can do that.
I will look into that then. I have not focused on that because in the past I haven't had much of a need, because things have been a little more smaller and centrally located. Here things seem to be a bit spread out.
Right.
Worst case, ma'am, they can contact me and I can forward it to you via spirit.
Right. I don't do well with technology, so the fastest way to get a hold of me is spirits.
I share your concern.
You two will get along swimmingly then.
Oh yeah.
To do an honorary party popper to celebrate the meeting.
The the new relationship of the Union and Masaru being good, we're gonna pop.
I'm sorry.
Do a party popper. Sorry.
What? Oh.
Hey.
Oh, they don't show up. Oh my god.
Interesting.
No, there's the single one. The single one.
Oh,
there we go.
Interesting.
We're very
Mm.
ritualistic, as you can see.
Mhm.
We took a ritual magic.
Beautiful.
Mm. And Miss Marceline.
Hopefully, I've
Oh.
alleviated your worries.
Mhm.
The only last matter of business I have is to get all three of
Mhm.
those two get their IDs updated.
Of course, of
Taking
course.
their information so they can use the
I can.
appropriate IDs.
The stuff that I was called about, I can talk to you guys later about.
Excellent. Okay. Yeah, I just wanted to get some upgrades because the trash parts are a bit unfitting for this environment. Mhm.
Well,
Okay.
I've definitely got a lot of upgrades that I can work with, so.
Awesome. Most excellent. All right. Well, if you could show us out, I guess.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Emily, please. Thank you.
Yep.
You all have a wonderful day. And may it be less busy.
I'm like,
Can only hope.
We can only hope. Oh, I'm glad. Yes.
It's just this way again.
Yes. Thank you. Yes, I've tried to leave corporations. Sorry?
That wasn't too bad, really.
No, I don't think that was bad at all. Why would you be concerned?
That.
I don't know. You sounded concerned. That's why.
Oh. I think I was just being a little flippant. That has been.
Concerned, but she has a better open mind than me.
Just the
I
whole
have a friend like that too. Yeah.
crossed wires and missing each other constantly was annoying.
I
Truth
do.
be
So-
told,
Yeah, I
this
get
is the
that.
fourth day we tried to have this meeting, so.
Yeah, no, I can imagine. It's frustrating.
Mm-hmm.
But
It's like
it
a
happened,
thing.
and all ends
Yeah.
in well.
For sure, for sure. Like, I think
Um,
every day Calliope had been out these past few days as well.
Mr. Jin, if you could radio over now and let them know that we are done. Just let them know that we're done. No other information. Just that we're done.
Yes.
Thank you. We're also running on a tight schedule too. There's lots of meetings. So.
Governor, we are finished with the meeting.
I can
Should we
imagine,
meet
yeah.
back at the union?
Seems the corporations don't ever slow down, which is good.
No.
Good for profits.
It's good fun. Yeah.
I'm sure you're free to pick it up off. Just take it off the wall. We don't want to hurt the guard.
If you don't mind.
You are done with the meeting, correct?
Yeah, you can. Full access.
That is correct.
Now, can I speak with you
It was
two
really lovely meeting you both
back at
and
the
meeting
tower?
you
I
under
Yes.
the
found something
circumstances.
interesting.
Pleasure is mine. But unfortunately, we are being summoned now, so we do need to make post haste. So, if you could,
Looks like we were
someone
busy today as
just
well.
And I hope you have a good day, though.
guard,
Yeah.
You as well. We can.
or
go
could
through
someone?
the union.
Yes,
Let me do
I'd prefer not to press on that.
Thank you.
Indeed, no worries.
No, you're good.
Oh.
You're good.
Oh, he's relieving himself in the corner. I don't know. I'm just going to leave and walk away.
It happens to the best of us.
Sometimes you just have to go. Come on, Jin. Mr. Jin. I'll meet you in the offices.
Yep.
Do I have the bombshell for you, dear?
Oh no, we fucking know.
So,
Seems we all have found interesting things.
I want to go first because I have no idea what's going on. So we went over to Mosaru, and the most of the office was there, and we got to do formal introductions, of course, and they now know that I'm
Okay,
the...
so quick out of character thing. Since you are able to see my screen now, you will likely see, I believe the character's name is Sarah, played by Scarlett.
Okay. Gotcha.
I'll let you react to that information as you will, but you would see them.
I don't think I've walked that far enough, but...
Line of sight.
Yep.
Yeah, no.
So, Ms. Calliope, of course, introduced herself, and then the person next to her, and then introduced Marceline, and then some other people. Introduced Marceline as one of their employees. Can we pull up Marceline's file again? What is her capacity, or was her capacity here at the...
Sarah on the screen?
Sorry?
Well, I was looking into what Masaru has been doing to see if there's any information we would find useful. And on top of it seems it aside from this, it seems that they are looking to see how much the Undercity is resisting.
Oh, well.
I don't know how much, but...
Okay, so...
This... This is... strange.
What is this?
This is... Here,
Turn the monitor. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yes, I see the picture. And what is this young lady? Sorry.
They supposedly go by Sarah. However, Masaru acquired them as a synthetic yesterday.
Was the other individual we saw in the office.
Today.
Okay.
After a brief minute-by-minute ownership from Valkyrie, she's now registered as a human and an actual employee of Masaru.
Well, joy of joys.
Synthetic is a human?
That's not how this works. Humans don't...
Owned by Marceline for a little bit before...
Okay, well...
took ownership.
Okay. So, okay. Let me go ahead and just drop the other bombshell. I had inquired into, I guess two, Masaru's occupation of the Undercity and their occupation with not letting us in. On the latter point, it's not a official situation. Evidently, their head that's down there in the city handling things is a little sour to... Please interrupt me. Go ahead.
No, I'm sorry.
We've completely derailed the conversation. So.
Do you know anything about a union employee apparently making bombs down the Undercity?
Currently, no.
A year and a half ago, so about a year and a half ago, a Galactic Union employee, supposedly set off a explosion in the Undercity, killing people. Nothing was found out. Sorry?
I remember hearing about that.
Okay. Evidently nothing was found evidence-wise or proven, but later this person was executed. So the Masaru head of state that's down in the Undercity took a very sour position to this, and that's why they don't see kindly upon the Galactic Union. But evidently the limitations are that the Galactic Union can't be involved in any part of running the Undercity, being part of their office or having any official capacity civilly in the Undercity. Which is a big concern of mine. My main concern when it comes to Mosseri and the Undercity is that they're not claiming rightful ownership. Well, that's a period. They're not claiming rightful ownership. They're not claiming rightful ownership based on repairs that they may have done, was one rumor that I had heard. The reasoning, and I assume from Ms. Calliope it is absolute, the reasoning is that the Undercity people were a danger to themselves with all the magic and everything that was happening down there. So Masaru came in, declared martial law, took ownership of all physical assets, property, land, resources, and the people. They claim ownership of everything.
But they don't claim ownership?
I spoke with Miss Calliope face to face. And did I get this interpretation wrong? Did you interpret it differently than I did?
Nope.
I used discrete words. I literally said, do you claim ownership to the property, the assets, the resources, and the people?
And the people.
And she clearly took pause, thinking through all that list, and affirmed.
Also, she said they would rent us land.
Yeah.
Not let us
Right.
land, rent us, like
Right.
landlords.
Basically, extending upon that, they don't have any interest in separating ways with this asset. They're only looking for ways to, of course, turn profit on it by leasing the property that they own. And when I say property, I do that mean in the general sense of including people and resources and land and buildings and inventories and whatnot. So, I assume you can think of my main two concerns with that. Well, three. Sorry.
Did I hear you correctly in saying that they also don't claim ownership?
No part in my discussion with Miss Calliope.
I got it.
Please.
You continue.
Thank you for your permission. At no point did she deny ownership or talk contrary to it. Oh, it might be Miss Marceline. So, is there any other point you wanted to get over quickly before we find out who's coming up that elevator? Oh, that's a good idea, yes.
That doesn't sound right.
What does not sound right? Oh, wow.
People?
Well, there you go. Sorry, you've caught up to my first concern, is that they are claiming ownership to the citizens of the well, I guess they're not citizens anymore now, are they? Which, on a civil level, on a galactic union level, this seems like a crime against humanity. That is not morally responsible or could possibly be allowed. But then again, what kind of pressure does the union have to apply? But we have visitors.
Trident has come for a surprise visit.
Trident's here. Let's go talk to Trident. And let's not give away any information that they wish to, spread in their own formats. Really? God, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, Atake. Hello.
Hello. We were wondering if you would have a meeting with us. We have a few things to discuss with you guys.
Mr. Reynolds is about to head the way if you would be able to get the one at the security gate.
Otake, please. Well, I guess we've been summoned to a meeting in our office, so let's join them.
What is this about?
Oh, multiple things.
Mm-hmm. She has most of the
Uh,
information.
Yeah.
I just want to check stocks. Go with her first.
Well, I was wondering, do you know who is running for mayor in the row by any chance? We wanted to do a story about who's running.
Is there an election?
So we're wondering if you have a list of names.
I
at all.
didn't know there was an election.
Oh, you did?
There is.
Yes, they're re-electing a mayor in the row.
You say that rather matter-of-factly.
So yeah. Well, yes, I'm surprised you didn't know.
That's one of the reasons why we thought you know, so we would
yes.
get to know the candidates better.
I would suppose that
It's probably
Coach
in a
would be running. Other than that, I personally don't know.
I mean, I'm sure the paperwork's in a stack somewhere. Yeah. So the union is aware of this. It's just you understand bureaucracy and whatnot. We'll find the stack that's in and get that information for you.
Please update us as soon as you can.
Fantastic. Also, we're wondering if you can help us with something. We have found out there is a Trident bot down in the Undercity. It's our property, and we're wondering if you can help us, recover this bot or find out if the person who owns it has the right papers. It is a telebot owned by someone that owns the bakery.
Wouldn't that be a Masaru? I think you should talk to Masaru about.
I guess, but you
That's
guys
true,
are all
union
about,
is no longer-
peace and
So-
fairness and all that, and how,
Oh, I see what you're spinning.
Yeah.
Right. So you are aware of the concerns and whatnot, and we are also, and we are working with Masaru and the Undercity, and I mean I don't know what I can officially say on behalf of the union, since technically I'm not union, but
It is.
Sorry.
We are currently having discussions.
Okay, so I guess that's a no then. So yeah, I guess we'll talk to Masaru then about that. I'll have something else to talk to you about in future. For now, I think that's it.
So, all right. So I wanted to check with you all on the Trident stocks at the moment. And our increase in stock, and why so?
So you are curious as to why your stocks have been increasing as they have?
The specific reasons, yes.
Well, I can at least put in a request for that information. I'm not sure it will arrive immediately, but if that is all that you might, if there is a relatively immediate response, then waiting for a moment might be reasonable. But if it takes a while, then I will come back to you later.
Yes.
Check on that then.
Other than that, have anything on it?
I'm sorry for my reaction. It's been a while since I've worked with Trident, and I forgot that it seems like when I talk with those from Trident, what I say is not what I say. So.
Clown Planet, sir.
With Trident, we like things, well, at least during our transfer, we try to get to negotiate, try to get to know each other. That's just who I am, at least.
I see.
We like to be business oriented, we like to work with each other.
And
so we like to cooperate with people.
Oh, good. What is it that you do with Trident?
And of course, getting What I do with Trident, well, as far as everything goes, I am head of operations, so to say.
Excellent.
I deal with both contracts and whisper, please. But basically, I work with contracts and I deal with security.
Oh, okay.
So if there's anyone that you would talk to about those specifics, I'm the one to talk to.
I see. Can I help you, sir? Excuse me.
That is, there, Mr. Reynolds, the Galactic CEO of Trident.
Oh, excellent. If
I like him.
Right, if you could try not to overhear him with whomever he's taking a phone call from. Seems sort of
Overhear him.
eavesdropping.
There's a
Or...
solid glass plane between us.
There is.
Furthermore, we own you, so no.
It was just a funny comment. Don't worry about it.
The we own you part, or what was the funny comment?
No, that part's legitimate.
You own us.
We own you.
I see.
Miss Philly. I'm sorry. Can you do me a solid? Go ahead and put into the docket that we need to have a meeting with Geb and Masaru, preferably tomorrow. I want to get all three sides on the same picture. Thank you. I'll leave you to this.
Sure.
Your office looks cleaner. Good job.
Galactic CEO. Well, if you hadn't said that, it would have been quite obvious by the end here.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, I'd hold your tongue on specific things.
Would you like some water or coffee?
I'll be fine. I had a drink before. Oh, them. Sure.
Okay, the water cooler's down at the end.
Okay, so it's
So by your interpretation or knowledge, what do you think that Mr. CEO meant by he owns us?
I mean, it's a little thing if the corporations move on, do their work. The war showed. But
it's rather...
The Galactic CEO. He means by the words I mean. Because he can say it because he has the power behind it.
I see. And it's interesting being from Trident that such a bold claim would be made by a corporation to claim ownership over the Galactic Union.
Oh, of course.
That could cause concerns.
okay.
Not so much more concerns as it is that multiple corporations would be under the same opinion.
Well,
it's not so much what is it? It's not a hidden statement, I would say.
Oh, okay. Well, then I will...
allowed to make that bold statement.
Sure. I will make sure that if anyone else tries to lay claim or begins to encroach on that conversation, I will let them know of Trident's rightful ownership. Sorry, stocks.
He didn't mean by Trident. He meant by the corporations in general.
Oh, all of the corporations, I see. Okay.
Basically, it seems you have been making many contracts, starting many projects. That seems to be the main reason why you have been growing.
Oh, futures.
Contracts, all right.
Yes. When businesses set up investments and look out into the longer picture, that's how they increase their present worth. Corporations,
We do a lot of that.
Yes.
But yes, thank you. That's all I needed.
You're welcome.
Simple enough.
Oh.
I'm sorry, that seems like a question.
Do you need anything else?
Sorry?
No. I was just wishing you a good day.
Yes.
Since that seems to be it.
I'm sorry,
Should we go whisper in your office?
The corporations.
Mm. If one thing I've discovered is that people are always listening, and especially with Trident, they like to get their hands on any kind of series of words that means whatever they want it to mean. But if you want to come closer, we're whispering. Oh, you can't hear me. If you want to come closer, we're whispering over here.
I can hear you.
Oh, that's not good.
For better ears.
Oh, that's right. Oh, that's right. I don't even have to stand this close to you. Right. Okay. So.
The one fucking corporation I don't want to fuck with.
I am regretting some choices I've made today because I was not ready for that. And.
Oh, by the way, warning from the Galactic CEO. No bullshit. Or he will, quote, bring the hammer down on us.
This is my give a fuck face.
I'm just the messenger. Don't
I know.
shoot me.
I'm not going to shoot you. Well, actually, you know what? After this entire day, I welcome that interchange. Because even coming in the, we own you, that is corporation. That is corporate meetings. I sort of miss that now. But, the Masaru thing.
Can I do for you?
Okay. No. However, at the very least, would I, with my hearing, be able to hear reverberations of speaking from just behind that glass to here?
Pretty far. There's a lot of stuff between those. Why? What are you doing? What you want?
I heard. It seems like the Galactic CEO, which I have interacted with before, doesn't know me. However, I'm determining whether or not I would have heard him say, "I like him."
Oh, did you actually hear him say I like him?
He was standing right.
From here, I heard him.
So he was right on the other side of the glass? Okay.
If you can actually hear him, you heard him.
Nice.
There's an election for mayor in the row.
What the fuck? Sorry. Oh, wait. Was that in character? Sorry. Do I look like I deal in...
Yeah, I'm asking the DM.
Okay, yeah, what the fuck? Oh, are they not here? Oh, they're already gone. Do you want me to ping them? Oh, honey, I'm sorry. Okay.
I got it.
Okay.
At least this will tell him we weren't done.
I'm gonna sit. I'm gonna wait to go back in character until we get all the info. I was not expecting this day to be this fun.
Yeah, no, fuck.
About
I thought we had
flipping
nothing
time.
to do today.
Mm-hmm. Is my mic working? Okay, good. Do you want to go back in character? Oh, okay. Oh, shit. Are you talking to me or the DM?
I'm making sure that we have all the questions so we can ask them all. As well.
Okay, sorry. I was not within whisper range. I don't have... No, they are not. Okay, sorry.
You don't have the good ears.
So I'm asking... So we want to know about the election, at the very least, what the fuck is going on with that? We want to know about Marceline. That one's a little bit more important.
Well,
This one from the DM.
yes.
What right now?
Warren Crassus. Flint would like me to run a background check on them, to vet them for deputy of the row, or deputy of the Undercity. I think it was deputy, or working with Flint.
The Undercity, out of character question.
Wait, Flint's from the Undercity, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So
But Warren is a row character. Last I checked.
Flint asked for a background check on Warren Crassus to work with him. So
I mean that's fine.
yeah.
Just out of character question because
I don't know who Warren is, so.
Warren, Marceline, election, anything else we need from the DM?
Nope, I'm good.
So Calliope's sending over 3 names for us to update their IDs to be Masaru employees. She's sending that information spirit message, which I don't know if I can receive, or Ariana's character is going to come deliver it. They want us to update that information, so we'll probably look into
that.
Okay.
We'll with that later.
Okay, yeah. What do we? Oh yeah, her Marceline's file. What is her job with the union?
Okay, so what we were saying, because that's all the questions, correct? That's all the questions?
That's all I got.
Okay, so, in character we were talking about how the union owns...
Yeah.
Sorry.
Mhm.
The union is owned by corporations. Okay, let's go back.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, like I said, corporations come in saying that they own the union. That's home territory. That's comfort food right there. So. Mm. Oh,
Something that was strange, though. I've met with the CEO before. Last year.
Was he an asshole back then too?
He said, I like him. That didn't seem like something someone that knew me would say.
But people don't like you?
I was gonna say, we can unpack this. First off, yeah, he turned around and quite exuberantly explained to everyone in the room that he liked you. And what? Okay, cool, awesome.
It's the fact that after looking at me for I don't know how long, I just noticed him and then waved. Then he turned around and said, I like him, as if he didn't know me.
Oh, I see. Okay, so you're commenting on his, possibly not knowing who you are. Well, I guess that's to our benefit.
I've only dealt with him before.
Mm-hmm.
And I would think it would be a little difficult to forget me.
Well, that is a valid point. I was going to say that Galactic CEO, of course, is going to go through thousands of people a day, but you are rather unique.
Yes.
But while the database is pulling those things up, what are your thoughts on Masaru and the Undercity? I mean, they're claiming complete ownership.
Out of character, we need to ask him about the owning people thing as well.
Okay. So,
yes.
I mean, it's one thing to come in and claim property.
It's even worse now.
Sorry?
It sounds even worse now.
Yeah, it does. It's going...
I was talking with Jen, who was still there.
Mm-hmm.
Supposedly.
Yes. Or he got hungry when I talked about his comfort food.
Jen,
sorry.
I mentioned that if you look at a map of the city, there is the Union Tower in the center, the inner ring, which is owned by the corporations,
right?
As I suppose you know.
Yes.
There is the outer ring, which is what I govern,
and
then a dot that is Masaru on the edge. As I've said before, that to me alone is strange.
So you're saying that the dot is the Undercity.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I mean, when we first started talking about this and we found out about the tours and you went off and did things with Trident, my main concern were the Grove and the Covenant. Grove and that other place.
Sanctum?
Thank you, Sanctum. The Grove and the Sanctum. Because the Grove is a magical resource. I mean, have you ever been in the Grove?
Yes.
Okay, good. So the altars, the additional presence of magically inclined folk, the sparkly lights in the air.
I didn't look too much into it.
Oh, I see.
For the short time I was there, it was calming.
Mm-hmm. And you could say magical. It is a magical resource. I mean, think about it. I'm sure you've probably gone through some of the reports over the last year. There is a trend of concentration of matters involving magic that are on the edge of the row in the Undercity. Nothing in the Upper City. Nothing in the main part of the row. So there is either some magnetism or something natural. And what terrifies me even more now, because I can come to grips with Masru wanting to own the property, laying claim to the mineral rights or the magical rights of the land, but now claiming ownership of everyone there, which a very sizable portion are magic users.
Yes.
So this is now, I think, beyond a corporate matter. This is a possible humanitarian crisis. What if Masru decides that they want to have the true monopoly and corner on the magical market, and anyone that refuses to follow their way are dealt with? And you now already have an example of one way things are dealt with. And that wasn't even a magic user. Think about that happening and you knowing what is happening. You can feel in your blood something magical touching it well before the burning starts. That would have been 10 minutes of screaming, not 5. But one of the things that Calliope mentioned, I think, was the fact that people were refusing to accept Masru, I think. There was something along those lines. My brain's fuzzy for some reason. I'll probably remember fully later. Or when Otake gets out of his food coma, he can fill me in. But it's gone from dirty, which I expect corporations to do, to messy. And the problem with messy is that there's cleanup.
Now, something I thought out was that if they were to have that contract, it would either be incredibly expensive, which we may or may not be able to actually afford, and then they wipe their hands of anything that we do, or they give us a better price and then maintenance and all of that for if they are to in exchange for them to come check our records to make sure that nothing is awry, there is no plans for an uprising or anything of that sort.
I'm not understanding. Can you go back to the beginning of this thought and start over again, please? Because I have to be misunderstanding you. I'm telling you, I have to be misunderstanding you. Please. Again.
So, for the contract with Valkyrie, we haven't signed anything yet.
Mm-hmm.
But our options are more expensive, or give us a better deal. And one time they check our databases just to assure themselves and other corporations that we aren't up to anything, in short.
Specifically check our spending record.
Finances.
To make sure we didn't make any weird purchases before this.
They would be offering something that they own. Using Conrad's words.
I'm trying to figure out how to put my words in a non-blunt manner. But do you think there should be a galactic union? Tell me honestly. That scares me. Great.
Well, I also don't... I've only even known that this place even potentially exists for 11 years. I don't know it like you do. I've been doing my best to research and try to understand this culture so I can be a good governor, but I only know so much. I wasn't brought up in the same culture that you were.
It's plain as day. It's so obvious. The corporation. What is the common goal of every corporation?
That would be money.
Exactly. Money and power. And at what cost? No cost is spared.
In some cases, it seems like... Yes.
Right. So if Masaru says to get a corner on the magical market on this corner of the galaxy is to smudge out this source of magic that is not Masaru's, they're not going to think twice before they bulldoze over the grove or foreclose on the sanctuary, kick everyone out, or start finding everyone that has a magic marker on their ID and round them up. And now they are truly their assets under their control.
Now, Alec wanted to see...
Oh my God.
After the little meeting.
Mm-hmm.
He asked me if I knew about Flint. I said no, he was a employee a year ago, but nothing recent. And he said we're on the same side.
Okay. So, Alex,
If we can't,
Alec
if we
and
can't do
Flint.
anything
Okay, sorry.
If we can't do anything ourselves, we might need to use the other corporations.
Well,
as
of
weapons.
course. Of course.
So, Alec was at a council meeting in the Undercity yesterday.
Okay. Not the one from the day before.
He asked me about Flint.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, yesterday. He asked me about Flint. Like I said no. And then he wouldn't give me any more information. But he did say that from the same side.
Okay. Well, what I'm getting at is that for a corporation, there's only two things that matter. Money, their stocks, whatever, their investments, and their property. And those are the only two things they see. And that's why the Galactic Union has to exist. Because we see the people. If the corporations had their way, they would plow over all the rows, Undercity, branch out into the wastelands, and just automate everything with machines. They don't need people. They don't need people here. There are other planets that are overpopulated that can pay for whatever they're going to give them. And by letting a corporation come in and audit our database, that's you're signing death certificates.
This is why I wanted to speak with Xenon about me.
Xenon is a little more eloquent with words and gentle with his delivery than I am. Which is a good thing. There are two sides to talking with corporations, and there's the side that Xenon is good with, and there's a side that I am good with, because sometimes bluntness is necessary. Like with Miss Calliope. As we've seen what she can do, she speaks in a very blunt manner. So, that's why I wanted to go there by myself and assert my presence. I mean, no insult to you or ill will, but I have a lot of questions that I do and don't want to ask. Because you're governor of the city. What was the vote?
A portion of the city.
A portion, that's right, a portion of the city. What percentage of the vote was in your favor?
I personally don't know. I left a year ago to go back to my home planet, and then I was contacted
by
to return as governor.
By
Out of character, I'm going to guess no-name union people or someone.
Right. So, and when you got here, it was a shell of a organization. I mean, we've got.
It's better than it was.
Yes, it is. Because we started hiring. I'm here. Xenon's here. Xenon's got a good head on his shoulders. Otake is fantastic at security. Sorry. But what I'm saying is that you are a very, very specific person. That they could have pulled Jimothy up here to be governor. And with enough pressure, Jimothy would do whatever anyone tells him to do.
The female newscast actually thought Jimothy worked up here, funny enough.
Oh, dear God. But
honestly, I was probably as surprised as anyone else.
right. So what I'm saying is that this entire situation right here is manufactured. We didn't find ourselves here. We were placed here. I mean, you've admitted that there's a lot that goes on with these corporations that you don't understand, that you're still learning about. With contracts, with Trident. Under the table contracts is the only thing that corporations do. And those have to be in writing. Because if they're not in writing or some kind of recorded form, what happened here an hour ago is what happens. This is how I want it and it's going to be this way. As opposed to going, no, we discussed it, negotiated, and decided upon these parameters. So without a contract, nothing's in our favor. Unless we're doing it to someone else, which...
I mean, even if we do a contract, we got nothing backing it up, clearly.
We do.
Well, if it is a written contract, then that is binding.
It is binding, and if one thing that the corporations do is that if one corporation reneges on a binding contract, the other corporations are going to go, oh, well, what about our contracts that we currently have with you? And if they cancel all those contracts, that corporation goes under. So it's a check and balances on it. That's the corporate check and balance right there. Is we have all of these dastardly, dirty contracts that we're doing things that we shouldn't be doing for the sake of profit. We're all doing it, and we know it, so that if one of us steps out of line, we're going to distance ourselves from them because we don't want people to find out what contracts there really are. We don't want to miss out on the contracts that we do have, etc., etc.
That's what a lot of corporations are doing with us right now, because apparently shit happened in the past.
Right. And Trident is taking advantage of us. Masaru, I mean, what corporation is the better example of obvious? They declared martial law. I'm throwing the term martial law because they went in and they took ownership and was like, okay, simmer down, community. We're in control now. They invaded and claimed land. I was under the understanding that there was some kind of disaster, or when the whole thing a year happened to go, that a ton of damage happened and Masaru rebuilt the Undercity. If they did that, I could understand that they had made a financial investment. But word for word from Calliope, they said, we don't like the way they're working down there. It's ours now. What they did, the exact thing that they did, and the only thing they did, was they removed the Galactic Union from the picture. And now they handle all civil matters and anything that can encompass. And that's why I wanted to watch my tongue when Trident was here. I couldn't hear anything you were saying. Okay.
I was calling a DM.
Cool. And that's why I was concerned when Trident was here and they brought up Masaru, and I immediately went, I am not in the position to make comments because I know that whatever I say to them, they're going to say the exact same thing, but it's not what I said because it's Trident. But I'm pretty confident that the other corporations are not aware of the intent and the actual process of which took for Masaru taking control of the Undercity, taking possession. And if they find out, that might be past the line for them that they can tolerate. I'm going to have to go get that. Hi. Hello.
Hello.
How can I help you?
I came to check in on the state of affairs. This is probably a little awkward.
Okay.
Hans Alphonse, combat engineer.
Oh.
Apologies. I
Excellent.
somehow found myself up here.
Come on in. Welcome to the... Is this your first time in the Upper City?
Indeed.
Excellent.
Though they build them all the same.
That's true. That's true. Oh. Okay. Yeah. Oh, I hate that elevator. It's got too many buttons. I'm sorry. Come on in. Rhapsodia, our the governor is here. Yeah, that's right. Okay.
Oh, the governor.
Yeah, the governor. So we can definitely. No, you're fine.
I'm not dressed in my military. I apologize.
Oh,
I was not
you're
prepared
good.
to actually speak with anyone else.
Well, if you'd like some water, there's water. Otherwise, I'll go get the governor, and we'll talk with you in the conference area.
Oh, very well. I'll wait here then.
There's a combat engineer, I think from the Wastelands, that would like to talk to us about the current affairs of things. Shall we go? Because this is just going to get better.
I suppose.
All right. There we go. Sorry. Yeah, this doesn't have to be a formal affair, so don't worry about.
No,
Yeah.
it's fine.
But right. So I'm Ark. I'm a consultant with the Galactic Union.
Good to see you.
Yes.
And I am Rhapsodia, as I'm going to guess you know that I am the governor.
Yes, as I've been told. Good to meet you, sir.
And you are?
Or ma'am. I am Hans Alphonse. I am a combat engineer, though I haven't checked in some time, I suppose.
Okay then.
That
I
had to
found
suggest
myself.
you're located in Scraptown?
Indeed. That was where I found myself after leaving my previously occupied world.
Apologies, continue then.
No, not whatsoever. Not needed. Just, I suppose, come up while I found myself here to check in on the state of the affairs of the overall Union. It's been some time since I've been able to as well. I suppose from what I'm hearing, the Union lost.
Oh,
Yes.
50 years ago.
Not 50.
Oh.
I thought it was,
Was it?
closer to 20.
Oh, 20. I'm sorry.
Like 25, I think?
It's been more than a decade. So, sorry.
Only a short amount of time then.
Oh, okay.
I was just coming out of, I suppose, young adulthood when the war started. So.
I see. So what brought you up to the Upper City today?
Well, I actually came along with the deputy of Scraptown to enforce Scraptown law on an individual known as Jera Slima, I believe, of Astral Corporation.
So,
yes, he wanted me to bear witness to the affair.
I see. And it did not cross your mind to involve the Galactic Union, of whom has jurisdiction up here, in this matter?
That's why I was here. It's purely between Scraptown and Astral Corporation, unfortunately. As much as I'd love to intervene with Union rules and regulations, it was Scraptown rule and law.
We have no jurisdiction in Scraptown after all.
Mm-hmm.
But never mind.
Apologies.
Right. So the state of
I wish
things.
I could.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. How is the situation with Union overall? Have we lost critical sectors? What is? I've been out of the loop for some time.
That's a load.
Personally, I'm relatively new here. I am from a planet that was discovered 10 years ago. So, I personally don't know much about the war or anything like that.
Well,
I'm technically newborn.
All I know is that we have been referred to as a puppet government a number of times.
Right. Coming out of the war, the Galactic Union is a shell of what it used to be, which unfortunately puts us expressly under the thumb of the corporations. But we do find ourselves in a position where we do provide critical services to the people. And we also do help with the interaction between corporations to make sure things don't get a little too out of hand. Because if they go full out war, we see what's happened before. As for the current state of things, it is, once again, sort of hard to put your thumb on it because things are in constant flux and changing hands constantly. So there are things that we are working on right now. But with those things ongoing, it's sort of difficult to talk about them.
I understand completely.
Yeah.
Again, I'm just a combat engineer,
Mhm.
so I just wish to reaffirm and reacquaint myself with proper
Excellent.
Union contacts.
Excellent.
Apologies if I'm
No.
stepping my station.
You're perfectly fine. We can definitely take your ID information and make sure that's all renewed and up to date and everything, and get you, set on that.
That would be much appreciated.
Mm-hmm.
And contact information so we can stay in contact as well.
Mm-hmm.
Of course.
Yep.
If you have need of former Union personnel in Scraptown, or at least someone there, I will be your man if you need me. Or Moxidon, I suppose.
Excellent. I would suggest...
That was good since we were only aware that the only other Union identity down there was a synthetic named Toolbox.
Yeah, it's a pizza oven.
Well, that's hardly an agent.
Right. I would be careful with how much you go around saying that you are with the Union. From my understanding, people in the Wastelands, the Scraptown, as you know, they have their own rule of law, and they govern themselves, which is perfectly fine. And we know that they have a structured government there, and we know that they're not, being inhumane or anything.
One moment. Apologies.
No worries.
Yes, Scraptown is indeed, from what I can tell, a very independent place. It is somewhere to work with, however, if you can try to. There are a lot of former Union down there. One, Willie Walker, I believe his name is. He's one of the gunsmiths down there.
Oh.
He has a Union belt on still.
Oh, wow. Well,
I believe he was a soldier on the front lines, at least.
I was going to say there was a time that was very proud, or one could be very proud to be involved with the Galactic Union.
Indeed.
People take that pride
I still
with
hold
them.
that same pride.
Thank you. But
very well.
I would like to say that if anything comes up, feel free anytime to contact us, send a message however you can. I don't know if you have access to electronic means to send
We
messages.
have
or-
basic email capabilities.
Oh, okay, excellent. Yeah. So when we get your contact information, we'll make sure that you are set up with ways to get things to us. No concern is too small. We, of course, would like to hear about what's going on. Yeah. Yep.
Very good to hear. I will
Should I
keep
get
in touch
that
when I can.
information now then?
Of course. It's a little outdated, but it'll have to do, I suppose.
Their fingers sometimes. Yeah, it's hard to press things.
It is.
No, I know the struggle. I know the struggle.
Yes. And personally, if you
I will make sure that you're added to the various contacts that we have.
Please do.
If you find yourself in the upper city again, our radio channel is 40, if you want to remember that. So if you come up here, you can contact us and we can make sure if you need any accommodations, we can handle that.
Very well. Thank you.
Yeah. And personally, if any matters of magical concern come up in Scrap Town, which I haven't heard of much of anything happening, so I'm curious if there is anything down there. Feel free to
we
contact.
have an establishment known as the Enclave that seemed to handle it. One
Oh.
Miss Sheila, one Miss Riza, one Stella, and one Wit, I believe.
Oh wow,
are part of that group.
Excellent. Well, that's a sizable group of people. Maybe I should at some point find time to go down there and introduce myself. Mm-hmm.
Yes, indeed.
Excellent.
They have been good, I suppose, citizens so far. They work up and across from me from my store down there. I currently help run the junk mart down there. So if you have need of me, that is the place I usually am.
Okay. As you can tell, I'm a connoisseur of junk, so.
No, of course. I haven't wanted to say anything, but I'm rather curious, I'll be honest.
You're okay. It is just, it's metal.
Steel? Aluminum?
No aluminum. Mostly ferrous metals. Well, I guess entirely ferrous metals. It's magnetic means.
Oh, I see. I understand. Then I suppose your composition allows you to manipulate magnetic materials or something of the sort. I can only guess.
To some degree, yes. Whoa, there we go. Yep. As you can see, I basically can come apart. But yeah, just a mastery of the metal, you could say. I'm very in tune with the earth.
And while I have you, I suppose I could put these forward to you. I have been not idle. Scraptown has been under assault recently by bandits and the like. Even one of the councilmen has been kidnapped, but has thus been retrieved or attempted to be retrieved, from what I understand. But while I have it here, he's going to pull out a blueprint and roll it out on the table. These are the plans I have for the new Scraptown defenses. Multiple points of anti-incursion, turret positions, and much more better materials than what has been put up so far. It's practically just scrap metal layered on top of each other with a gate in the middle. So for now, this is the plan, but any help for this project would be seen positively on the council.
Well, if we have any civil engineers that could take a look at it. I don't know if we have any kind of combat mechanics. Definitely no one of your talent, but we can definitely have possibly someone look over and make sure everything looks structurally sound.
Maybe. Unfortunately, at the very least, we are a little busy, so.
Right.
No,
we will see what we can do.
I don't mean to impose. I'm just simply letting you know the state of the matters down there.
Absolutely, and we'll take note of it, and we'll see what we can do. As Rhapsodia said, we are a bit busy, but yeah.
I understand. Then I won't take up any more of your time. I believe that's everything I've come to do, I suppose.
Excellent.
Well. It was a pleasure to meet you, and Taki, if you could show him out.
Of course.
Yes, a pleasure to meet you, sir. Pleasure to meet you, ma'am. Have a good day.
You too. Thank you.
Union strong.
I have not heard that in forever. Literally.
That's the first time I've heard it.
Ah, well, as you said, you haven't been around long. You haven't been part of the union long, so I was not participant to the war, though I did see the tail end of it and what it had done. But what was left of the Galactic Union was able to bring aid to my planet, and that's when I grew a fondness for the Union. But this could be very fortunate for us, because
if we should continue our discussion.
Sure, yeah.
You were the one that wished for a quieter conversation.
Sure, and I mean, I don't think anyone's going to be sneaking up into the office, especially with Otake looking over everything. But I'm just being rather paranoid today, with the interesting altercation I had first thing this morning, which I had completely forgotten about until just now, and then the dealings with Trident and Masaru. There's always ears, and those ears are attached to brains that always want to manipulate. So
what happened first thing?
Oh, so I'm hoping it's just random happenstance.
Do you two still need me, or can I start heading down to the Undercity now?
I do believe that you are free to go to the Undercity now.
Very
Unless you wish to continue in conversations, but it is your choice.
I wasn't having much way in that conversation. I think Ark is making her point quite well. DM here, how can I help?
Hi, yes.
I'm gonna take a seat.
Need me forever though. Just
No, you're fine. You're fine.
The other column.
Understood.
Actually, I'm gonna stay and whisper.
So we have some.
Oh my God! Tasty.
So, this is like, as you probably have seen, this is probably like the 5th time I've called DMs.
It's all good, man. That's what we're here for.
Yeah, but it's the Galactic Union. Sorry.
So,
it's all good.
So, 3 questions. Well, 3 things. We want to look into Marceline, we want to look into Warren, and we want to look into the fact that Masaru effectively, at the very least, declared martial law on the Undercity and now owns the people.
I was in that conversation. If you'd like me to deliver how that was presented to me by Calliope, I can do that.
Yeah, well, here, what are you guys trying to do?
Okay, so I think first thing on the list was Oh, well, let's go one at a time.
Let's go with Marceline first.
Yeah, so Marceline.
We are.
Go ahead. Sorry.
So, onward stopped. I found it about Sarah, which is a very
Whoa.
Found it about Sarah, and now we are wanting to look into Marceline, at the very least, to see what she does for the Union now.
Well, okay. Because evidently I'm changing her... Well, not I am, but the Union's changing her ID over from Union to Masaru. So... My big question is, what is she registered as employee-wise with the Union?
Okay. Full disclosure, I don't know the answer to this, so I'm going to inquire, and I'm going to figure it out. Give me 1 second.
The plot just keeps on getting thicker and thicker.
And I was worried the Upper City was going to be boring.
I had no plans, but here we go.
I'm ready.
So while he's doing that, talking about what happened first thing.
Right. So I was on my way to the office this morning, and a young lady, very little young lady, was standing around the tower, and got my attention, and said that she was interested in getting a job at Gab, and I was like, well, it's the big obvious pink one. You can go up there and inquire about a job, and she expanded upon being shy and nervous and wanting someone to go up there with her and introduce her to Gab. And I was feeling very I can't think of the word, charitable. I was feeling very charitable this morning. So as you heard, I took my time to go up there and introduce Remy to Gab. Evidently she is second generation Gab and would like to get a job there. Gab management was completely absent from today. They're off doing whatever they are doing outside of the town. No worries.
Okay.
And we went up there, and the employees that were there were fairly blunt and were not very receptive of Remy. And that conversation ended. That would, as normally as I would expect it to go, some random person going up to a corporation saying, "I want to work for you." After that, she asked me to accompany her to the train. But first she had to check on her friends at Masaru. And the moment she mentioned that...
I'll be right back. I promise. One second. I just got to figure this out.
Mm-hmm. And once she mentioned that, I started getting very concerned. Because, I mean, random young lady in a Geb outfit, Geb-themed outfit, with a Geb ID. Wanting to check on their friends from Masaru and then get back to wherever they were going to deal with other things that they had to deal with today. She went off and did that. It was a very short visit over to Masaru that she did, just moments, enough to run up to the gate and then run back. And then when we got to Traverse, this is the worst part. She insisted that her ID wouldn't scan. It was not renewed or up to date or something, or broken, and that she needed me to scan for her. And I said, well, we can go into Traverse and have them update the transportation information. And she expressed that she was in a great hurry. And I was like, well, we can wait here together if you want while they get that squared away. But she kept insisting. And eventually I did break down and I scanned my badge for her. So I'm hoping it's just random happenstance. Some young person coming up from a row thinking that they can get back up into the upper city life.
Okay. So, you're searching. I'm so sorry, guys.
No, you're good.
So you're searching through your trying to search through your
employee
database.
database.
To find out what Marceline's position is at the GU.
Yeah.
Correct. Okay. So you easily find in your database Marceline hasn't worked for the GU in about a year since the invasion. They were a prosthetics mechanic.
And what was her what did she make prosthetics for the Union to that capacity, or what was her role?
From what it looks like in the database, yeah, it looks. I mean, she was a prosthetics mechanic
Okay.
at the GU, so it seemed like she probably made prosthetics for
Okay.
the GU.
Now, did she quit a year ago?
It doesn't say in your records whether she quit or was fired. But if she was fired, it doesn't give a reason.
So,
Unsurprising.
as of a year ago, she doesn't work for the Union.
Correct.
The fuck?
Great. That's not good for her.
That's just adding so many more layers. Okay. go with Warren now. Background check on Warren, like just general background check.
Yep. Basically,
Okay.
for a like a civil patrol kind of deal, like an officer. Well, I mean, you're a DM. Flint's taking
Warren-
a deputy, so according to Flint.
Crassus, I believe that is. I'm fairly certain that's fine.
Yeah, Warren Crassus.
Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out the backstory of all these characters that I'm not.
Oh, you're
is,
good.
Is this another GU character?
No.
But we would likely have access to be able to do a background check on him.
Right.
Okay. Are they? Is this a row character?
I believe so. Yes.
Okay.
At least
Warren.
that's
What's
correct.
Crassus.
the character's name? Is Warren, right?
Warren Crassus.
Yes, Warren Crassus.
Warren Crassus. Okay.
Played by Vineham.
Got it. Give me one moment.
So yeah, so I immediately acknowledged that I made a bad choice. But I mean, what's a kid going to do? Going back from the upper city. I mean, at least they're not here anymore and they're gone.
How did they get up here, though?
Questions I should have asked before. Questions I should have asked before I dragged them back up here. Yeah, so all I know is that I am going to be keeping an eye out for a person that looks like that, because now I think they have slighted me, and I would like to know why. I mean, I am not the long arm of the justice. I mean, I can do as much justice as the Galactic Union can, which exactly. But shame on me.
So,
Sorry, guys. Just give me a second. And then what was the third thing that you needed?
the third thing was looking again into Masaru, and apparently.
Yeah. Do you want to jump into that now? Are you waiting on a response?
Well, I am, but just so I know, like if I need to ask other DMs anything else.
Okay, so situation is.
This is the.
It's the Masaru occupation of the Undercity. I have found out the Calliope's motivation that she revealed to me, at least. I don't know if it's the true one. Basically, Calliope said that they didn't like the way that the people were running themselves down there. It was dangerous, so they came in and took it over, and they now have ownership of the land, assets, and people. And I put emphasis on and people. And she put emphasis on yes. So, this is like war crime stuff. So, I guess.
Welcome to Hellion.
Yes. Thank
so
you.
What's the,
So basically, trying
what's the
to.
question?
I'm going to get the boys downstairs to run the audits to figure out, what kind of paper trails there are, if anything. Because
Paper trails are probably good. Can they just do that?
they did. So
In a city like this, legally.
Do audits.
No. Can they effectively enslave the people of the Undercity now, according to Calliope?
they have the assets to do it.
Oh, can they? You're saying just can they do what they are currently doing?
Yes. Like land assets, that's corp stuff. It's the people that we're mainly concerned about.
Yeah, as Galactic Union, do I have any ground to stand on the fact that they are claiming ownership to the people? Which puts them in violation of something.
You are more than welcome to try to
basically
to tell them that they can't do that.
Okay.
If you'd like.
So would we have anything backing us up?
Thank you.
saying that?
Yeah. Well.
I mean, to be honest, guys, if you want to make up some, you guys are the government. If you want to make up some bullshit law, not bullshit law, but you want to make up a law on the spot, then
Can we place
You are the.
Can we place sanctions? Can we place sanctions on them?
I don't see why you wouldn't be able to, but I don't
Yes!
also don't see why they wouldn't possibly retaliate.
Well, I mean, it's a role play. I want some drama.
No, absolutely. That's what I'm saying. It's
Yeah.
your choice here.
So we have
the risk.
Oh,
We
of
can choose
course.
whether or not to
Yeah.
take.
We can freeze their assets.
So you're saying we can do that. We can without.
Well-
with at least anyone in character, maybe talking to you guys, or at least hearing anything in character. Like we can make laws on our own.
I don't see why not. You guys are
We're the government.
The Galactic Union.
See, okay. So out of character, I'm sorry for being such a bitch to you, because I was telling him what the shit job he was doing. They were doing. Sorry.
There hasn't been a precedent for this, obviously. So
Now there is.
What I'm saying is, what I do want to say is that it would be realistic that the corporations, when they defeated the Union in the war, they might have placed, you know, I mean, the Galactic Union is a puppet government, right? So they might have had things in place to keep laws from, you know, getting pushed forward, or they might have bribed enough people to not bother with anything that they're doing or things like that. But you guys haven't been bribed or anything.
Right. No.
Okay, so
Out of character now, but no.
technically we can. However, there may or may not be consequences if we.
So I mean, the grounds that we have right now.
You're more than welcome to take the risk.
The grounds that we have right now are crimes against humanity, basically. Because I mean, this is not like a you didn't pay taxes, so we're going to fine you kind of law. This is you're encroaching upon sentient rights.
They are, they are officially synthetics now. By to put it very, very simply.
Give me just one.
Oh!
You guys continue discussing.
Oh, you are brilliant. Okay, sorry. Because the
How did you not think about that?
because I look at them as people, and I look at robots as they are just tools. They're just hardware. I'm never going to associate. I'm never going to associate a person to a robot. That's disgusting. That's a crime against humanity right there in itself, dear. Anyways, but no, yeah, I'm gonna do some yoga because I'm excited.
Okay.
So we can start our own propaganda campaign.
Okay, just to make sure we were more or less done with the previous conversation in character, correct?
Which
He came in.
I'm sorry. Say that again. The Remy thing?
I'm trying to make sure. Yeah, I believe we were more or less just saying that's strange. Hopefully nothing happens.
Yeah, and I'm gonna keep my eye out to see if I notice them.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep. That was my conclusion. Yeah.
So, okay, so we can say that I've looked up things and such, and yada yada yada. I'm going to, we're going to keep the robots to people thing in mind. I might bring it up, but well, yes.
I mean, we can just kick off from the end of the Remy conversation and loop back to that. And you got an email from the boys downstairs.
Okay. Yeah. So. Okay.
Okay.
So,
Okay. Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry.
And the DM comes back right when we're gonna go characters up.
Okay. Hi.
Sorry.
No, you're fine.
Okay, so
We're all new to
GU is looking up information on Warren, right?
Warren Crassus. Yeah.
Okay, so basic info that that you guys can pull up. Sorry, let me switch out of this Discord channel. Okay, so basic info that you would be able to pull up.
Proper background check.
Yeah, right. So what you're able to kind of pull up,
You can find that he is currently under contract with Shemet. Make sure it was
currently under contract with Shimetsu. They have a deal worked out where he supplies the row with some firearms in return, cash and loyalty, I suppose.
Sorry.
Okay, so to make sure I understand,
Go ahead. I'm just typing things
does
for
that
me.
mean he is a gunsmith in the row, or he is taking Shimetsu stuff and giving it to people in the row for money and such?
It is unclear, but the big thing that the big flag that you can find is that he's down in the row selling Shimetsu weapons.
He's a guns dealer that has he's a guns dealer under contract with Shimetsu. That's what I would take away from that.
There you go. Okay. All right. Anything else?
I'm just making so going back to the previous point. I just want to make sure we're not forgetting it.
I failed political science. No.
So we can make our own laws. I mentioned that they are effectively synthetics now because they are owned.
Mm-hmm.
They're property.
Mm-hmm.
She freaked out about that.
Oh.
I think the key thing for me was that we can make our own laws just full of consequences if we choose to take risk.
I mean, we would have to clear it.
Seems to make sense. I mean,
we'd clear it with the DM because there would be RP feasibility, and then there also has to be some kind of ramp up just in case there is like a mole or someone involved with the GU that can circumvent that process, so DMs can set that up and inform the right people. I would assume. But yeah, so as long as we just run it by.
I mean, preferably just run it by. Yeah, if you guys want to set up a new law, just run it by DMs.
Mm-hmm.
Preferably, like you would turn it in like during like the when overnight.
Mm-hmm.
So then the next day the law would kind of go into effect. That way we have time to kind of like go back and forth and fine tune it.
The other thing is we're dealing with crimes against sentience here, crimes against humanity, or sentient rights.
Yeah. So, is there anything like just on that in general that we would be able to that would already exist that we could put on them?
Oh yeah, is there a precedence on that?
Well, it seems like they're doing it now with no opposition.
Well, is there anything? And I mean, I hate to put you on the spot if you have to make something up, but historically, has anyone else ever tried to like take ownership of a town of people or a community of people and face the backlash?
Yeah, sure. I mean, plenty of I mean, throughout history, there's been times of like empires conquering other empires and inheriting all of the towns and everything that come with it.
It's not really like conquering. This is they just like ours. We don't like the way that you're running your stuff, so we moved in and you're ours now. Well, I guess technically they conquered it.
Empire stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
And paper trail for the sake of the Masaru thing, like it's all above board, it's all legal.
Yeah.
At least we won't be able to find anything that would be wrong about it, correct?
Because they're leasing out.
Anything.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
I would specifically want to look into the fact that they're leasing property down there, and what is the paper trail giving them the ability to lease out that property? Where does it say they actually own that property and have the ability to lease it?
I know that Honduras told me basically that it's a sort of a gray area as to whether or not, as to how much, whether or not they can do this.
Okay.
Because it was sort of a non-entity. It was separated from the row, therefore, like it's simply not a part of the row anymore. That makes things very difficult.
The thing is that since you guys are the government, you're free to kind of like try to regulate them and try to force them to write out the paperwork and make it clear.
So as far as I know, the paperwork is more or less clear. However, I'm not sure if it's clear on the people part.
True. I mean, what is there a Bill of Rights? Right? What rights do the people there have? Because if they're claiming ownership to the people, then they need to expressly state what rights they have. Or else, yeah.
I imagine in a place like this, a Bill of Rights does not exist.
Fair.
However, if you want to draft one up, if the GU wants to make a Bill of Rights.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, you have given us so much power.
What kind?
Honestly, would have been
I
nice
mean,
to
you
know
guys
this
are
before now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Rhapsody has been here for what, 3 days, so you are discovering this real time.
Even out of character. Even out of character.
Fair.
When I first talked to Hundera about me becoming the governor, I was like, okay, at some point I would like to know exactly what I can do, so I know exactly what I can do.
So.
Well, there you go.
I know that we don't have an army, but do we have any sizable force of guards or, I guess there is no police presence, is there?
Not really. No, you have.
Okay.
You have guards. You have people working for the Galactic Union. Yeah.
How do those numbers rival the guards that Masaru has? I'm putting it out there.
Masaru and well, all the corporations subdued the Galactic Union, right?
Okay, so yeah. So our guards are their guards.
Stripped them of like armies or anything like that, down to yeah. I would assume.
I'll deal with Valkyrie, and there's a lot of hesitation on that.
Right. But I'm not going to tell you guys. That's yes, that's true. Sorry. Yeah, we can take care of that.
Just make that okay.
I got it. Oh dear. Yes. How can I help you? Fishbowl. Hello. Come, dear. Come. Come on through. Let's head up to the offices. It's been a very busy day and there's ears everywhere. So, we've discovered more information in regards to Masaru in the Undercity. And I met with Miss Calliope, and I now fully understand her point of view on the situation, and it's enlightening for me. Also,
I see.
Other developments like that, Masaru's not selling the Undercity; they're maintaining ownership of it, just leasing property to the corporations, and then just corporate contract bullshittery. Yeah, Traverse being Traverse. What brings you up here?
I wanted to inquire about the job stuff.
Ah, yes. All right.
Basically.
Let's head into the office. Go back to Rhapsodia's office. I believe he's in, and we can review all that. You can have a seat if you want, or stand. Rhapsodia. Are you busy right now?
Hello again. No.
Okay, good. Miss Fishbowl came back up to follow up on the her inquiry about promotion and seeing if we had come to a decision on there.
What I'm thinking at the very least is that things are still a little complicated. unfortunately. Would you agree?
I would definitely agree.
However, there's at least a chance that we might be able to get something figured out.
Right. I mean, at least a pay increase, because I mean, Fishbowl's been with the union for quite a while, and I mean, down in the Undercity, it's not that expensive, so. Right?
I suppose a pay increase should be fine.
Just a merit increase, of course. And then as things develop, because there's a lot going on with the Undercity, we can figure out what roles are needed down there. To be blunt with you, when I talked to Miss Calliope today, and I was being blunt to her also, as I tend to do, I asked her about the Galactic Union presence in the Undercity, and Masaru does not have a problem with us being there. The only thing that we can't do, according to them right now, is be part of their governing group or part of running the city. So supporting the city, of course, so the water treatment and the trash collection will still go on as it does. But we can't, have like a police force or be part of the lawmaking process, according to them, that organizational stuff. But I'm confident we'll be able to find something.
Fortunately, things have gotten more complicated than I believe either of us expected.
Indeed. Which, I mean, to have another Mr. Flint situation down there, someone who is off the books, operating to an official capacity with us, might be useful. Even maybe someone directly involved with the community down there. A community that might be concerned about their standing.
Yes.
I mean, I can just keep doing what I've been doing.
I think that is the best thing to do for now. Sorry.
And that's fine then. I just, from that official side of things, I just wanted to know. Yeah.
Yes, we are sorry, but things have been complicated.
No, it's fine. It's not. Yeah. Yeah. I'm just gonna stay with the coven and do my own personal things.
Good.
And if anything arises that might be of concern, then I'll approach the union about it, just to ask or query about it.
And
whether or not you guys do anything about any concerns is up to you.
Well, if anything comes up, please feel free to contact me at any time. Have you looked into is it spirit talking, where you can send a spirit along to deliver a message? Okay.
No.
I'd like you to, I'm going to start looking into that myself, because I've found that on Helios things are sort of a little more spread apart than I'm used to. So I'm going to look into being able to communicate in that manner. So that would be helpful, probably a very easy way for us to talk back and forth.
Okay. There is one concern.
Yes.
That I've heard, and this is just an update. I think it's being handled, but there are weaponry in the Undercity at the moment, with some kind of runic embellishment or magic per se that has been making people not themselves. Hearing voices, for example.
Well,
if that has, if you've heard anything about that, then I just wanted to let you know that the coven has heard of it, or and also the what's it called? What do they call it now? The council people. I think they're looking into it as well.
I see. Well, that is probably not a healthy thing for the. I'm sorry. Have you seen these runes yourself, dear? Okay.
No.
All right. If you have any idea of where they are, please stay away from them. If you unwillingly are exposed or you see them, try to remember the rough shape. I'll be able to figure out from a very rough description what they are because my specialty is in runes. Yeah, just let me know. And if anything else gets weirder.
Kind of assumed. That's why I thought I might bring it up.
Mm-hmm.
But if it does escalate, I just wanted to let you know just before things escalate.
Yes, I appreciate that.
That is understandable.
It's important too because we want to make sure that we have a good understanding of what might be happening before it happens. Mm-hmm.
I mean, since I've been living with the union mostly my whole life, I think I'll just continue doing that, and until you have some kind of job for me to do, then just let me know. Until then, I'll just live as a citizen and I guess be extra eyes and ears.
Yes, please.
Just for the safety of the people.
Well, very much so. I would still suggest to find a different attire if you could, or just have the trimming changed if you can.
I have. Oh, yes.
Okay, good. Okay, yeah. I don't want you to get into undue trouble. So.
I'm really excited about it.
Is that it?
Okay.
Sorry. Okay. Fantastic. Thank you for the information. We appreciate it. Okay. Your badge should work on the door outside, so if you just want to leave, you can. Yeah.
Okay.
You're welcome here, of course.
Okay. Thank you.
Have a good day.
Well, it looks like I'm going to be making a visit to the Undercity a lot sooner than I thought I was going to.
Hopefully not tonight. There isn't much of it. We still need to discuss things.
We need to discuss matters. It's probably going to be a long night. I think that I think we've gotten more on the same page, and I'm sorry for being blunt earlier. I mean, I guess saying you don't know how to do your job is not the right way to say it. You're just not well informed at the moment to be able to fill the capacity of your role.
At the very least, it isn't incorrect.
Right. So again, I mean no ill will or insult. It's just having worked with corporations for as long as I have and seeing what's happened in the last few days is frustrating, borderline infuriating, because corporations will take advantage of us. But
Should we head back to my office?
Sure.
As we continue speaking.
Yes.
One thing I find concerning is what is stopping the Sorrow or any other corporation from doing what they've done to the Undercity, to the Wastelands, to Scraptown.
To portions of the rows. To entire rows.
Well, that would be different, I believe, because the rows are actually governed.
That's true.
By official just your bodies.
Well, I think one of the first things we need to do is look at the books and see if there's any kind of regulations on the weaponization of magic. I mean, we're in a situation where it's fortunate enough that we can somewhat lay the groundwork for the appropriate use of magic, at least on a corporate level. Unlike we were able to do with bullets or plasma. Honestly, magic is like, it's worse than chemical warfare. If it's done poorly or intentionally, there's a lot of collateral damage. Right. I'd like to know exactly what these weapon caches are. So I'd like to plan a trip to the Coven. I have clothing more fitting of the environment, and I'm pretty sure I can get to the Coven without anyone knowing, or I can't think of the right words today. I'm sorry. But get down there to ask about these runes in a clandestine way that won't bring any more danger to them. Or me. Or us.
One thing that is strange to me as well is that if they own the people of the Undercity, that makes them property. That's like synthetics.
On the surface, that is true. This is just escalating, isn't it? This is not... I mean, it's basic sentient rights. I mean, you're right. They're claiming them as property, and from what they've demonstrated, if they feel as though their property is out of line, they can throw it out like a robot. And thinking about treating a human like that, or a mushroomkin, or anything other than a robot, treating it like a robot is just deplorable and unforgivable. Yeah. I mean, if history hasn't taught us one thing, is taking sentient lives into ownership never turns out well. Which is good for us, because robots, their processing stops at some point and they can't really go further beyond that and figure out how to have an insurrection or a rebellion or anything. But sentients, they form up and have opinions and make decisions on their own that might not be safe to them. Which could be something that we can... which is something that we could leverage. I hate saying that, but I mean, we're in this game, and if they're playing like that, then unfortunately we have to come on some level to meet them. I mean, ultimately it's not truly manipulating the people into believing something to act on false information. This is apparently true. But we can empower them with knowledge.
So, how much do you think we can trust Alec?
You want my honest, blunt truth?
I feel like you're going to give it anyway.
You're right. Alec is an idiot. But by some happenstance or innate skill, luck, they've made it as far as they have. But that is also something that can be to our advantage. As long as they are happy, they think that they are doing good business, then we're in good regards. Even if we are doing the corporate thing and bending the situation in our favor. So if we're the ones forming the contract, so if you come to another agreement with Alec, but it's documented, and we handle that documentation, then basically that puts us in the position that Alec has been in the last couple of days, being able to go, I want it this way. We'll be able to do that. Just more like, no, it's our way.
Well, what I meant is, how much of this can we tell him?
Oh gosh.
Because if he truly is our ally, then
I mean, if
that is someone that might be able to officially fight against Masaru.
In that case, I'm trying to think of how Masaru can get the upper hand on us, because they're currently completely limiting transportation between the Undercity and anywhere else, which Traverse makes a lot of money off of that. There's a lot of people in the Undercity that go places. I mean, they usually free travel between the Scrap Town and the Undercity somewhat. I'm sorry, the Row somewhat. So it would be in their best interest for that open transportation to happen. It would be in our best interest because that gives the people additional freedom. Because once Masaru starts setting up checkpoints, it gets really obvious what they're doing. I'm just trying to figure out the
Traverse that would be setting up transportation.
Exactly. Alec is with Traverse, right?
They already are.
Oh, they already are. Well, it would be in their best interest for Masaru to not be in a position where they can make demands limiting the transportation of people from the Undercity, is what I'm saying.
To my understanding, that is more or less the agreement. Traverse has full control over the transportation.
Yes, but
especially when they set up their systems.
But Masaru also decided one day, I don't like the way the Undercity's being ran. It's ours now. What stops them from going, I don't like people being able to go out to Scraptown. You're not allowed to do any more lines from Undercity to Scraptown. Because the train station might be up and running, but the entrance to the terminal, with a bunch of Masaru guards in front, painted purple, that's going to stop people from traversing.
Wouldn't that be Traverse as well, the stations?
Well,
they currently own the station.
Right, but if Masaru surrounds our building with guards while we're at home sleeping, and we decide to come into work the next day, but our office is surrounded with guards, can we get into our office? At some point, Traverses...
What can I do for you?
Well, that was quick. Sorry.
Sorry.
I want to look into if there are any contracts between Traverse and Masaru about transportation in the Undercity.
You would not have...
Nope.
Damn.
Nope.
I wanted to try.
You know, that's one thing we could start doing is put in place a system for contracts to be documented, so that it's not oversight; it's just keeping a sight on it. Sorry, we're talking about the fact that we might have that we have the ability to make up laws to run by DMs.
Yeah.
We have the power. Why did it look like you just slumped?
Yeah.
Don't blame me. Blame your co-DM. Wait, is he gone? Oh, I think he just flexed out. Or was like, yeet, fuck this.
He might have accidentally pressed a button or something.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
Unfortunate.
Okay, so, right, so at some point, Traverse's property ends. And then is Masaru's property. Yeah.
Well, I would hope that they would have measures put into where that is not allowed.
Well, yeah, I mean... Well, I mean... If we want to put in some kind of regulation saying that no corporation... We would have to... Sorry. So the thought is that no corporation can limit the movement of individuals between regions. But then the problem comes in that Traverse is basically the one that manages that. They would have to be completely bought in on it. And, there was a second thing, shit. And we would also have to address the fact that we don't want people from Scraptown being able to hop the train to the upper city. I mean, as much as I believe in sentient rights, there has to be some kind of limits put in place to maintain lifestyles.
Well, I think for now it is time to rest, and we can... Hi.
Did you get angry or did you flux out?
Nameplate's off. What the fuck?
What? Oh,
sorry. What?
No, it was actually accidental that my nameplates are off. You can look at my stream, dear. I do.
I don't actually care. I'm just kidding around. I was gonna go ahead and continue what you're doing.
Okay.
I have something I'm gonna inform you of afterwards. So.
Okay, so I was basically saying, let's end this session. In
Okay.
short.
I think going home and sleeping on this would be the good idea, but I'd like to meet with you very first thing before most operations get started tomorrow to make sure that we have a plan, because the situation and Sinon. Oh, Sinon needs to be completely caught up. But the situation in the Undercity right now with weaponized magic is just I can't think of anything that would be a higher priority.
Well.
So let's go sleep on that and, try to not have nightmares of faces melting in our sleep. Sweet dreams.
Have a good night.
All right. End scene.
No.
No?
Now.
Oh, now. Okay, yeah.
While we go to bed.
Yeah. I run off to my apartment, unless you think I would get circumvented.
You have a gambit.
Oh boy. What is this?
You have some sycophanta, don't you?
Oh my god. Oh.
Okay, so
you can use sycophanta to roll espionage.
Okay, yes.
Go ahead.
Basically, so he told me about this. As you probably heard in the meeting, there is a paper that unfortunately wasn't published this week, but I heard mention of it before. I'm going to need you to lay it out all again, just so I know, so I'm fresh.
Because you're a part of a major faction. In fact, you're in charge of a major faction here anyway. You're part of the GU. That means that you can use your sycophanta to hire spies.
Mm-hmm.
If you pick the corp that you want to send them into, I will determine a DC. I will roll for them.
Oh God.
If they succeed, you will get the information that you're looking for. If you fail, there is a chance
they find out
that they will know who sent the spies.
And we won't know. Possibly. Depends how messy that is. But
We'll probably know. At least, we'll probably know at least whether it succeeded or not. Anything beyond that, though.
I mean,
you
so...
can send a spy up to the number of sycophanta that you have. So that is the number of them that you can send in any particular day.
And the thing about that... Oh, per day!
2.
Oh my God!
2.
And how many points...
It's 2.
And how many points does Xenon have in Sycophanta?
2. He's gonna have 3.
We've got... Well, I mean, other corporations have like 20 or so, but... still, 4 is a lot. That's every single corporation, isn't it? Anyways.
Be very careful, though, because every roll has the chance
of
to
course.
be found out.
Has a chance to result in Ark's death. But the thing that's really tasty is that you said you decide on the DC. So the less risky the information, I would hope and assume, the lower the DC. So if we send someone into Traverse to see what is their current standing with Masaru, their current opinion with Masaru.
I was just planning on asking Alec about that.
You are... I don't know if it's because I'm new to Neon Divide, but you're brave.
It's your choice.
See? That's what a DM says. God. I love you, Hundera.
Yeah, now...
No, I mean, like, it's
I know.
his choice. You
I
can
know.
do whatever you want.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
Yeah, like...
Because I'm booking it to the Undercity first thing tomorrow, probably.
Alec, as we know, not a particularly bad guy, as far as I know, at the very least.
No, and I mean, Ark's opinion of him is nice house. Lights are nice house. Nobody's home.
Yeah. So.
Shit, I'm streaming.
I don't think we want to do anything on that just yet. So.
Oh.
So I think I'm just gonna ask.
You
Alec about it.
you have 6 minutes to send up to 2 spies. For today. Hundera now hates me.
What do we want from Masaru?
Oh God. Me not to die. So
that's the like.
Well,
the 2 ones that I'm like.
So the number one thing from Masaru is the weaponized runes, the weaponized magic now. What the hell's up with Marceline and the robot turned human? I mean, what the fuck? Robot turned human? What the fuck? Okay, good. I am looking straight at you. So there's that. And also, by the way, red flags are going off right now because Marceline has not reported back to the GU. So I'm assuming she's 100% under distress? Like, she's being told what to say and forced to say it, kind of thing. I find this concerning.
We'll see.
Yes, I know.
I know some things out of character that I can't act on that knowledge though.
No.
I don't want yet. I do not want to risk 2 rolls against the same corporation.
Oh no. Also, there's the question of how long does it take a spy to do their job? Or is that up to you?
It's up to me.
Okay.
It depends on what it is. If it's something that's really complicated, it could take a while.
Okay.
At the very least, I'm not expecting any information in the next 4 minutes.
Well, yeah, but I mean, at some point tomorrow we'd find out. Hopefully.
Yeah. So. Weaponized magic. And Marceline.
So that's two in the same company again.
No. I'm thinking about those are
Oh.
what we might want to do for against Masaru.
So Ark would suggest looking into Marceline first because she's going to go talk to the Enclave about, or whomever the group is.
Which is going to be more risky.
I would.
That sounds like sensitive information. Marceline sounds like incredibly sensitive information, considering there are layers, so many layers, and we only have like maybe a third of them, probably. At least in character. Maybe one.
I love this. By the way, there's an echo in your head. I would agree that Marceline is more risky than, but still, if they're planning some kind of military maneuver, well, okay.
So
I
interpreted what Fishbowl said.
Uh-huh.
It didn't seem like corporate action.
That's what I was going to say next. Is that we don't know if the weapons, the runes, are Mosseri or not. So I think Ark would still say it's worth the risk, because I mean,
Marceline, I think we're going with Marceline.
Can we do the general Marceline and this robot that's gone human, or do we have to focus on one or the other, or should I have not said anything?
Hey, that's your choice.
Ark's more concerned about the robot gone human, of course. Because this is it's like a crime. It's a crime against humanity, letting a robot parade around as a human.
Also, I just want to make sure that you understand. Keep in mind, if they don't know, you're not going to get any information, no matter what.
You should. Oh, honey, you should not have said that. Because now I'm going to assume that Marceline's the one that did this, and not Masaru's doing it.
Or maybe they don't. It just, you know,
Fuck.
you have no fucking clue.
So if we look for information that they don't have, they can have a chance of getting it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I just needed to say that because I realized that I hadn't said that at the start.
Okay, that's a fair warning. I would say Marceline.
If we're looking for something that they don't have, then if it succeeds, nothing happens. If it fails, they know that that someone was hacking their stuff, or that specifically what they were looking for.
Depends on if it's a Nat 1 or not.
They will. Yeah, that's what.
Depends on the role.
Okay.
So here's the thing that Ark would bring up is that Marceline is a cybernetics.
That time, fellas.
Is a cybernetics
This
specialist.
marks the end.
Why is Masaru pulling in a cybernetics expert?
Finish up your conversations. I'm gonna
Technology
teleport
and
everyone
magic
back
should
here in
not
just
be
a couple
doing the
minutes.
whole thing.
Yeah.
So why? Yeah,
So
Marceline.
we want to look at Marceline.
Yeah.
Because like there's all sorts of marks around her right now.
Yeah. It's like an onion within another layered thing within a cake, with lots of layers. And not even like a good cake, like a red velvet cake.
Dolls.
Sorry.
Nesting dolls.
Nesting doll.
Yeah,
There we go. Yeah.
So we want to know what Masaru has on Marceline. Information and that such.
Because we know that she was interdicted on the way here. Because she said she was going to come here, but then didn't show. And then I went to... So I found out before you did, because I went to the meeting, and Marceline was there. I've also put in place an alibi. Well, I would tell you this. Put in an alibi because Ark is interested in getting replacement parts for her body. She wants something more statuesque and less robotic crap. Because people around here can't seem to get over that fact. Sorry.
Yeah, so what Masaru has on Marceline information and the like.
Mm-hmm. And the plans for her? Possible intent?
Sure, yes. Yeah, like... Okay. I think we're good. I think we're good.
Mm-hmm.
Final decision?
That's your call. I don't have the sycophanta. And I'm probably putting my third point in runes. So.
I will tell you, we've hit the end of the session.
No! Sorry, chat, but it's a to be continued.
You do this first thing.
Oh, I love the cliffhanger.
Okay.
Cool.
Keep everything in mind. Like, do know. Okay, hold on. Let me become solid.
Hello.
You know what you can do.
Hi.
You know exactly what you can do now. You have these thoughts in your brain, and they're there, and you know exactly how to use them. You can do these things. And it also gives me time to figure out if you succeed exactly what the fuck information I need to hand you, if there is any at all.
Yeah.
/ exactly what I need to hand you. Also, figure out how to phrase it well, because if you don't phrase it good, you might get the wrong info.
Freaking monkey's paw. It's a good... I can't hear you.
Yes, that's my name. What? Hello?
Monkey's paw... What?
No, I fell. I was kidding. Yeah, if I hold down like this, I just start falling. It's weird.
If I give someone 2 thumbs up, I go flying.
Yeah, okay, so...
Ooh.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mark up, I guess type up the specific instructions to our espionage person and send it to Hundera. I think that's what they want.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, please.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. All right, chat. Thank you for coming out today. It's been fantastic. You all have a beautiful night. I'm going to end the stream. See y'all next week.